Looking for a way to connect in the sports world during these unprecedented times? Or you wanted to showcase your talent? Then sign up for a free account at www.watchmylights.com. My Lights is a social media sports platform that provides all users with a free way to communicate and share sports highlight videos with anyone around the world. So whether you're a coach and want to easily recruit for your players, an athlete and want to showcase yourself, a parent, grandparent, or sports enthusiast, My Lights has you covered. Users can create a free account to share highlight videos, chat, post, and follow other users. My Lights is the new free social media sports platform the sports world has been waiting for. So go to www.watchmylights.com and get started now.
Hey, dang, I missed the count again. My bad. Hey, welcome to another episode of Off the Dribble, presented and powered by the Warner Robins All-Stars in association with Off the Dribble Hype South Media Network. What's up, fellas?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on? What's up?
What's up, viewers? Glad everybody can join us on our new night, Wednesdays, 7:30, 19:30 for you military folks.
30.
Yeah, you just add 12 to whatever time it is, and that's military time.
Okay, I hear you, my brother.
Yeah, you know. Hey, so what's up, man? It seems like we've been off for a while, but we definitely been busy ripping and running.
Ripping and running, man. Ripping and
running.
Practicing games, cheerleading for me.
There you go, cheer dad.
Yeah,
cheer dad.
I don't mind. I don't mind being a cheer dad, man. It's pretty good, man. To get out there and see my baby compete, man, and she competes hard, and she got the attitude like me when she think things ain't going right. So
there you go. Who's she rocking with? Oh, bad.
Airborne Athletics.
Airborne Athletics. Shout out to Airborne Athletics.
Shout out to Airborne Athletics. Yeah, I almost forgot to slip my mind.
How that thing go? Blame my mind, not my heart.
Yeah, and my wallet.
And my wallet remembers vividly.
Yeah. Tell me about it, man. Yeah. Everybody can play. Everybody talking about basketball. Try cheerleading.
There you go.
Try to come to cheerleading and see how much I tear your pockets up, boy.
Talk about it. Yeah. Charles G, what's up, brother?
Chilling on it, man. Can't call it, man. No, like you said, long weekends. Back to back. So yeah, it's been real. It's been good though.
Hey, so for you all that have seen Charles on the show and maybe talked to him in person at a game or something, he's one of the most laid back people in the world. When Charles is not as laid back.
in between those lines.
Yeah.
Drill Sergeant C.
Hey, Charles don't play, man. He got him. Yeah, I'm like, man, let me get in line too. I don't want to blow the whistle at me.
I tell me about it. I try to get out. I stand back.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I got a new group of kids. Some of their first time playing travel ball, not their first time playing basketball, but travel ball. So trying to get them to that attention to detail, right? So the quicker they can learn that attention to detail, knowing where they're supposed to be. So I'm hard on them. I try to be hard on them.
Yeah, learning the ins and outs, man. You all played. What's up, Cubby Lee?
Cubby Lee.
What's up? What up?
Cubby Lee out on that baseball diamond, getting them pitchers going.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, look good.
Yeah. Shout out to the whole team, man. But like I was saying, as far as the basketball piece, it's a learning process for the parents as well as the players. I think it's more. Yeah. I'm not gonna say more of an adjustment, but I think it's definitely an adjustment for the parents as well. to understand, to go away and play and understand the ins and outs of. I know I'm just gonna say I was tired as hell this weekend.
Hey, I tell you what Kenny trying to say. Parents, you can't expect. Hey,
Miss Deborah.
Hey, Miss Deborah. Hey, Miss Deborah. Parents, you can't expect just because you pay that kid's gonna play. If that kid ain't getting it done, in practice, or when he gets in and gets his time, he ain't getting it done on the floor. We are playing to win. We ain't coaching and playing to satisfy. We're coaching and playing to win.
Yeah, I wasn't jumping to Red Cup topics just yet.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just put it out
there. Hey, but no. So everybody played this weekend. All of us played this weekend. To include our 6th grade team.
Yes.
Yeah. Some good times. Tap, what y'all look like?
We played well. We played well 3 games. We played well for 3 games. Coming into the 4th game, we kind of, I should say, came into the game, thinking we could turn it on and turn it off. After doing well after the first 3 games, we actually played real hard the first 3 games. We got in that dog fight. Now we think we can just turn it on. And it didn't work that way. Shout out to the Outlaws. I think it's Move. I think it's Move Outlaws. I think that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Shout out to them. They got a good group, man. They end up beating us in overtime. Actually beat us twice in overtime because it's supposed to be first basket wins. And they scored the first basket, and I started complaining. About was 2 minutes on the clock, so they let us play. They still beat us, but yeah, man. But we overall, man, I think we played well, man. That last game was a learning experience for us. Let us know that we can't just turn it on, turn it off, and got to continue to play hard every single game, every single second that's on that clock. And ultimately make free throws. We had a chance to win the game in regulation. We were down 1, went to the free throw line, shooting 2, make the first, miss the second one. Win the overtime, they win. So overall, like I said, we played good, man. It's good showing by everybody. I know some of the kids got it right up. And Sean does a great job. Put off another magnificent tournament, man. Shout out to Sean and staff. And on the radar,
on that, just say weekend because he had multiple tournaments.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Great weekend.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he had y'all with the battleground. He had us, the older guys with the opening. Right. He does a great job, man. And shouts out to him and the staff for making that happen and getting that done, man. Running first class, tournaments and stuff like that, man. It's good to be able to go to stuff like that, man, where it's first class and to get in and get out games on time and stuff like that, man.
Oh yeah. Charles G, what y'all look like this weekend?
Look like we were learning. So we went 0-4. First game we got hit in the mouth. I think kids were a little bit shocked of what level of play and the speed of play that we were in. Right, came back the second game, and we lost by 4. Kids played a lot better, and a lot of it comes down to discipline, man. Knowing where you the most in games like that, the most disciplined team's gonna win.
Right.
So if you in a dog fight, the most disciplined team gonna win every time. So, and that's what our kids got to learn. So we had some mental lapse. In some crucial parts of the game, but overall, I think the kids played well. They competed well for their first tournament. I threw them in the fire the first tournament. I ain't want no fool's gold tournament. So to hype their head up, I want to really see where this group was at. So and going to Sean Williams tournament, man, we ran into some kids that can play. Like this ain't what a lot of kids may be used to. So, but they gonna get it. They gonna get it. So we going back, and I got them going back this weekend. So we right back at it.
Yeah, and I think that's a good deal. You got to get them battle tested.
Yep.
You got to have them battle tested, man. I mean, you can't just, it's that first tournament. You can't just want to go in it small tournament and not have no competition. And then when you do go to a tournament with competition, you get your brains beat out.
Yeah.
So I mean, coach, throw them in the fire, man. I can tell you this, and I could be wrong, and I'm only wrong once a year, and I could be very wrong now. But I mean,
what'd you say?
You caught that, didn't you? I'm only wrong once a year. But I don't think it's a program out there that started out winning. If they went to a tournament with some competition. Yes, I think everybody's gonna go through that growing pain, man, and they got to understand the speed of the game and the physicalness of the game and all that stuff, man.
Yeah,
that's another piece, man. So those kids got to see some 7th graders that was 6'4", 6'2", 7th graders that's going down and trying to dunk. So I got to see that. I had a few asking me, Coach, that's 7th grade. Yeah, that's 7th grade.
Right.
You got to come with it.
When you come to On the Radar, that's what you're gonna see. Yeah. You're gonna see that. I mean, you ain't gonna see 7th graders 5'9" like me.
And a half,
yeah. You're gonna see 7th grade, like you say, 6'4", 6'5". You know, that can handle the basketball.
That can handle the rock.
Yeah, they ain't just big. They ain't just tall. I mean, they skilled kids.
Yep.
So,
coming downhill.
Shout out to Sean, man.
Yeah. So we went 3-1 this weekend. I was happy from what I seen, but there's still a lot of work to do. The little things, right? The fundamental pieces, hitting free throws, knowing when to go and not when to go. We got the lead while we jacking up shots. Just building IQ things, man. So definitely things that I was very impressed how hard they played through and through.
Yes.
So I was excited about that. They played hard. We were down in just about 3 of the games. I think we were down in 3 of the games, and we actually came back and fought through and kept going. If this would have been last year or the year before, we probably wouldn't have been able to pull those games out. So I was happy to see that part of it. But there's still a lot of work we need to do. So, but all good, man. Trying to get these boys ready for high school next year.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Right.
Getting them ready for the high school.
Yep.
And getting those high school kids exposed to that varsity level.
Yeah. Letting them feel it. I know we had some kids that.
Question from Cubby Lee. Ted, did y'all play with the shot clock this past weekend?
No, we didn't. We didn't play with the shot clock this past weekend. No, we didn't. We was at McKeitron and I don't think that gym. I think the newer gym. I mean, not the newer gym, but the main gym has it. Right. But that auxiliary gym didn't have the shot clocks in it.
Yeah. So, all good, man. We got a guest. We're gonna get to our guest, but before we bring him out, definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsors: KPP Designs, Hype South Training, Hype South Skills Lab. Shout out to Harnett, who was just out there with him. 619 Training, Happy Hydro, and Cubby Lee. Cubby Lee Shoots, Cubby Lee Photography, Cubby Lee everything. So holla at my man with the pictures, not just sports pictures. We do it all. Ain't that right, Cubby?
Hey, and go check out Unreported Jade. Just got a Twitter page. She got
the Twitter account.
Yeah, she got them videos up for you. So
go follow.
Yeah, go follow her, man. Either on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Unreported Jade.
Yeah.
Ball so hard.
Hard fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life Jeff, Life League. Go follow.
Go follow. Shout out to my man Juke on
Yes,
his
sir.
podcast and the success he's having over there and what
Juke.
he's trying to get done.
Man, Juke's having major success, man. Man, it's amazing. It's amazing what he's doing, man, and he's doing it with passion.
Right.
I mean, his guests is top notch, A1. Kids or coaches or whatever.
Had some commits on the show. We're gonna see if that go legs and go somewhere.
Yeah, and some commits on. He got 2 more coming up.
Yeah,
got 2 more coming up. So shout out to Juke, man. That work on show.
That work on show, my man Juke.
Shout out to Coach Boyd over there.
Yeah, man. That's major.
That's major podcast.
Actually, they just ended season 1. I think they just ended season 1, or they're fixing to end season 1, one of the two. So they'll be starting on season 2 soon. So that's been a great deal. Podcast throughout Middle Georgia, Macon area, Warner Robins area.
He's covering everything.
He's covering every sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
covering every sport, giving kids on all different sports a platform to come on there and talk and again this experience. So definitely shout out and salute to what he's doing over there.
Yeah, even had lacrosse on there. Ain't no lacrosse in his area, but he still had it on there.
Right.
There you
He's
go.
dedicated to the cause. But like I said, without further ado, man, Charles, let's go ahead and bring the guest out, man. Mr. Cam Sports, Chris Cameron. Coach, what's up?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hey, we're blessed, Coach.
Appreciate you guys bringing me on, man.
Yeah, appreciate you being on, Coach.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, so we're definitely familiar, who you are and what you do and your background. But for the people that may not be familiar, I kind of alluded to it. Cam Sports, that's kind of some of everything. I was thinking about it. You're a tournament director, a camp director, a head coach, an evaluator, a trainer. What am I leaving off?
That's about it.
That's it.
That's a lot already.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah. As well as a connector of getting these kids opportunities and getting colleges to look at them as well. So I don't know where that falls in all of those titles I just named off, but I think that's a special and unique title in itself as well.
Yeah, well, the CAM Sports really started from just it means champions are made. That's what the CAM stands for. Champions are made. So just pretty much trying to connect guys with the opportunity that they seek for. Whether that's playing on the college level, getting better on the floor. Get more playing time. While in college, giving them advice, things of that nature, just to make them the best version of themselves. So that's what CAM Sports is all about. It just so happened that it just kind of flowed into, multiple titles. But when I first started, it was more so just player development, and I started out in Albany, trying to help promote that area, where those kids can go to school. And then after doing that for about 4 years, I made the move up to Atlanta. And so I've been up here for about 5 years, just still sticking with it, bigger market up here, was able to connect with some other people, to start kind of getting more so into the tournaments and showcases. And we don't really do too many tournaments. We had the tournament in Macon, I think about 2 years ago. We were trying.
That's how we met. We met.
We were trying to do some stuff, I've always been a big proponent of trying to, even when I was coaching in college, when I would go recruit and I would see how things were being done up in the Atlanta area, I would always come back down south and be like, hey, why aren't we doing these things?
Right.
And so when I got out of college coaching, no one was really trying to take the lead to do that. So I would bring back, programs that I saw up in Atlanta, and why do we have to go to Swanee to play an AAU tournament? So I would try to put something together in Albany and try to just invite teams. Sometimes you can go out of town, but for the most part, how that is to travel, things of that nature. It's kind of hard in some of those areas. So, but if nobody's putting tournaments on in those areas, then they have no choice but to go try to find them somewhere else. So, just trying to provide those services and programs in the area where I'm living at, at the time. And so it kind of started from that. Then, just moved on to trying to help these kids get in school, using some of my resources, and that became something that I really felt passionate about and had great success with. And it just escalated to now where I'm in Atlanta, we're able to do different things and whatnot and connect with some other organizations that make things more impactful for more kids.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you this, Coach, and this is kind of off subject, but you just hit it as far as like going out of town for tournaments. You know what my biggest issue was this weekend? Finding somewhere to eat.
Yeah.
Everywhere I wanted to go this weekend was a 2-hour wait.
Oh man. Oh man.
Everywhere I wanted to go, and I was like, I do not want to get something that I can eat in Warner Robins while I'm out of town. But that's pretty much how it turned out until that Sunday.
I was about to say, KP, where are you trying to go? It wasn't no 2-hour wait at Wendy's. Yeah. I'm just trying to get some food so I can go to sleep.
I was trying to hit some Papados,
oh yeah,
Bahama Breeze.
Yeah.
So I was able to hit Oakland on Sunday, but I was like, man, come on. Hey, Coach, but you just said it. You coached at the high school level, the college level. You're coaching at the high school level now, but you coached at the college level. And actually, you was on that state championship team last year for Wheeler. Kind of give us your coaching experience as well as your playing experience, because I haven't seen some black and white, so you getting up now.
Well, I tell the kids now, man, I was able to get one of my high school videotapes that my old coach's son found, and it was a VHS. So the first thing I did was, man, where can I find a VCR at?
Right. What's that? What's a VCR?
So I go to the thrift store, and I find one, and I'm able to kind of record it with my phone, because you know how it is nowadays. Everybody has stuff on like YouTube and things of that nature. And when I'm talking with players, of course, these younger kids, coach, we don't believe all this and we don't believe all that.
Right.
They be like, man, I don't really have anything. They don't want to read no magazine or anything like that. But so I was able to put some stuff up, just in case I need to show some kids, what I'm trying to teach them and who I am and who I was back in high school. But
Coach,
I'm from Albany. I played at Doherty, went on to play at Tulane, coming out 93,
okay.
Basketball was really big in South.
Was that the Green Wave?
Yeah, the Green Wave. Yeah. Yeah, we had some good years down there. We were ranked nationally for 4 years. Played with a guy by the name of Gerald Honeycutt, who played in the NBA a couple of years. Really talented player. We had the number 3 recruiting class in the nation. We played in the Conference USA when they first started. We played 2 years in Conference USA when it was sort of like it is now, with like the Cincinnati was in there, Marquette, Louisville, Memphis. It was real strong. It was real tough. A lot of pro players came out of that. And then after that, I played overseas for like 4 years, played a little semi-pro in the IBL here in the States. So I got a chance to, pursue that professional career and all the things that go along with that, made some great connections while I was doing that, learned a lot from a lot of different people. And that led me right into my coaching career, where I got on the staff of Albany State back in 2001 as an assistant. And that's where I'm from. I grew up watching that program. Program was kind of down a little bit, so when the new coach came in, he was a guy who had followed my career. He's an older guy, so he was looking for a younger guy to come in to relate to the players and everything. And so he brought me in, and absolutely loved it, man. We turned the program around in 3 years, went from worst to first in 3 years. We had a kid by the name of Flem Tucker that's out of that Jefferson County area. So that's kind of like that middle East Georgia area between Milledgeville and Augusta. But man, he was a player. He got player of the year 2 years in a row, newcomer of the year 1 year in a row. And we pretty much turned it around. And we stayed competitive for years. I got the head coach job 5 years after I signed on as assistant. We won the conference tournament my first year as a head coach, went to the national tournament. And pretty much every year after that, we were like one of those consistent teams that would always be like in the middle of the pack. Maybe we'll make a run, at the top 4 spots, get in the tournament, make a little noise. And but we always played a lot of good teams, non-conference too. I always believe in challenging my players. And, when I would look back at my record, I'm like, man, when the schedule that tough, the league was already tough, and then you could win 18, 19 games if you schedule some cupcakes, because it's going to be a tough league,
right?
And we'll have 7 to 8 non-conference games. I may schedule out of 8 non-conference games, I may schedule 7 of them to be against the best.
Yeah, because
I want to get challenged. We played a few Division Ones, and we'll always play like some of the top D2s in our region, because I want to challenge my guys. Now that don't always work out. Because if you start the season 0-6, that's a hard road to come back from, depending on the type of team you have. You got a young team, you may lose the team right then because these kids, they're emotional. But if you got a veteran squad like my squad in 2007, we won the championship. We played against Florida Gulf Coast, played against Tulane, played against FAM, we played against Mercer, and we played against of course, we played against Valor State, schools like that. But we almost beat several of those schools. So we started off bad, but that helped us, during the conference season. And we finished right around 500 in conference. But you know how it is, these kids in college, trying to keep them focused and things of that nature. But we made a run in the tournament, and that really showed our true potential in the tournament, But those games that we played against those tougher teams, when we played them really tough, I'm always reminded of the players, like, man, we lost to Tulane by 6 points, man. It was a game the whole game. These teams that we're playing, they're nowhere near that level of talent, guys. You can do it, you just got to lock in and focus. And we put it together, and that led to some success. Yeah. So I did that for 13 years. Coach college, I was the head coach for 8 years.
Okay. Let me ask you this, as far as, scheduling like that at that college level, did your administration have to kind of be on board with you? Understanding that, we may lose these games, but it's for the greater good. Yeah,
I mean, they didn't have, they allowed me the freedom to schedule how I wanted to schedule. Sometimes I would schedule for money games. Some of those Division I games would be money games.
Right.
So, they would give us a little money, but at the same time, with me, it was more so an opportunity. I'm always looking for opportunity. I feel like we can go in and maybe we can sneak somebody. Sooner or later, and we did. We beat FAM, I think in 2009. We beat FAM at their place. Like I said, we played Tulane real tough. And then it was an experience for the guys. I wanted them to see what it was like. I played Division I, so I wanted them to see what it was like. We played at the University of Georgia, and just going into that arena, we were shell-shocked the first half. Guys had never played on a court where they're watching themselves play on the jumbotron during the game. So they were shell-shocked the entire first half, coming out of the court dribbling, and you see yourself on the screen, but the second half they settled down, man, and we actually outplayed them in the second half. But when you go down halftime down 22, it's hard to come back. But it's something that you can use later on down the road, something that you can watch film on and show them the potential that they have.
Right. Coach, we were kicking around a question amongst ourselves, but I think you're a perfect person to kind of throw this question out to, or to start this conversation, as well as viewers. If you locked in with us, hit us in the comment box. But the tournament right now, March Madness, right, and the Blue Bloods, as they say, are out of there. It seems like not really doing what they've done in previous years. Whereas some of these schools, smaller schools, mid-majors, whatever the case may be, they got those 4-year kids and they're making runs and pushes. Just kind of what's your thoughts on that? Do you think that the tide is turning on that? Because these kids are kind of focused in getting in school 1 year and then trying to go to the league. So they're not be able to build as a team. And those 4-year kids they're going to be the teams kind of coming to the forefront when we see the tournaments.
Yeah, I kind of got 2 points on that. Like with the transfer rule, I'm kind of against it a little bit because I just feel like it's going to mess it up a little bit for other kids come out of high school, things of that nature. But then on the flip side, I think we're seeing a combination of a few things. Of course, those transfers now going to Virginia, you're not Virginia material.
Right.
You transfer back down to maybe UC Aiken, or what's the one in South Carolina? My guy Dave Dickerson is, more like a mid-major program. And so now, that's a different team. That's not the traditional mid-major program that's going to have those kids that are really good players, but, couldn't make it to the next level like a high major. You actually got some high major level kids, but just guys that would have probably played a smaller role at the higher level, but you got that talent on your team. So now when a Virginia goes up against a Troy State, it's not like the typical Troy State,
right.
Or Mercer is not the typical Mercer now when they have three guys that transfer down from Tech, Georgia, Florida State, So even though the names are still, people are still, relating the names as, this is a Power 5 or a blue blood playing against a mid-major, really on paper, they're even. They're even. And then with COVID going on this year and guys being out, it's totally different this year. But I saw this a couple of years ago where these 4-year schools that are getting some high Division I transfers, those guys are loading up. And then the other blue bloods, they're one and done, maybe 2 years they're out, and they're still trying to find chemistry. And they got young guys who can play, but you know how it is. I mean, experience is, unless you're just a super talent, experience is always going to outweigh the talent, unless you just got the superior talent. And me personally, I don't see that a lot in college like it was in the past. You got young guys who can play, but they're not ready to go in and dominate as freshmen.
Right.
And then they may be good as sophomores going into their junior year, but then they're gone. They're leaving to go to the NBA.
Right.
You never really get a chance to really see their full potential in college and their impact, but they're not like one and dones like your Carmelos and guys like talented like that. They're not one and done.
That was a great
one and done on the hype.
Coach, that was a great example you just used of Carmelo. My man just hit.
Coach, he a Syracuse guy.
Yeah.
I really like how Carmelo did it, man. I really think it helped his game too.
It did.
Going that year and really going somewhere where he can really learn and develop.
Yeah.
Great coaching. He already had the talent, but just picking up the knowledge of how to, in college is a lot different than high school.
Right.
But it's gonna prepare him for the next level. But a lot of them don't even have the talent like a Carmelo. He was a bucket.
Right.
He still is.
Still is a bucket. 20. Hold on. 27,000 points.
Right. But when he got to the NBA, it hurt him defensively.
Well, defense. We ain't talking about defense right now.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying when he got to the NBA.
No. Right, I'm with you.
Playing all that zone, it hurt him.
Yeah. 60,000 shots, 27,000 points.
Charles is a hater.
But the stats don't.
Yeah.
He all on me, man. Get off my man. 27,000. That's all you need to know. Future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he can score the basketball now. He
can
do that.
Do we all agree that he's a Hall of Famer?
I think he first ballot.
I do as well.
Yeah, I do. I mean, he was on several teams. Was the main guy on several teams. Yeah, I kind of was hating to see how they was treating him for a minute. I like how he bounced back from it. I think it's a great story.
Yeah,
that we can use in sports nowadays.
And I think he had to be humble. He had to be humbled a little bit.
Yeah,
and understand some things. So yeah, just that whole dynamic I think was good, as well as what he's done in the Olympics.
When you're talented like that, you have to learn how to play. Because when you get older, you have to learn how to play multiple ways. Mm-hmm. When you get older, we all had to do it. We never made the NBA, but even us, if we're still playing, at one time we were hot. We go in the gym. We were the first one to get picked. Then as we get older, you go to the gym. All right, you got to sign the list now because they're not picking you. And so you get on the team, and you got all these younger cats. They're in their prime now. So you got to roll.
I still get picked first, coach.
While you play, you can't think that you're still young, and you got to find that role where you still can be effective. You still can accomplish your goal, which is I'm gonna go to the gym and shut it down today. I got my good team. I played my role, and I won 7 games. I'm happy when I go home. I'm not going to one game, one and done.
That ain't, Coach. That ain't everybody though. Everybody.
I get picked first.
Charles get picked first.
I like how Carmelo kind of turned it around and this is something I always say, like guys like Iverson, I don't think Iverson was able to do it because he was such a star for so long.
Right.
And basketball is a game of habit. You know, whatever you've been doing forever, you have to either make the adjustment or you're going to stay the same. And, you know, you're 33, 34. It's a different league now.
Yeah.
You got to switch your game. If you can't switch your game up, they're going to go ahead and move on without you.
Well, I think Iverson's problem was he didn't want to come off the bench.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
he didn't want to come off
That
the
was
bench.
Carmelo's problem. Carmelo didn't want to come off the bench.
But he still ain't coming off the bench.
yeah.
Well, he ain't now just because of circumstance, but I think he had to wrap his mind around being able to come off the bench, and then they signed him, and now the situation.
Yeah, I think
the right fit too.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go. I was just about to say that. Yeah, the right fit. Yeah.
Because in Houston, he just, you know, you might have been playing a lot starting, but you know, with enough.
That offense wasn't made for him in Houston. That wasn't his style of play at all.
Yeah.
Just was a terrible fit.
Yeah, I know it was a setup when Dan Tony brought him in.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
He already had some bad blood. Coach, let me ask you, when did you realize your role started changing as you were playing? Was it one day? Was it one day that it was like, oh, this game is kind of, you know, these young bucks is coming up, or did it kind of happen over time?
Well, it happened over time for me, but it was more so, you know, like just the IQ of the game when I played. You know, I just if you couldn't play, then I can't play with y'all.
Right.
So it was more so I kind of took myself out of the equation because the basketball was just bad, you know, because guys just couldn't play. You know, I was playing at a certain level, and you know, we didn't have many places to play down in Albany anyway. And so, you know, when it got to a point where all the younger guys coming in and this basketball just changed on us, I just stopped playing a lot. You know, I would play at the school with the guys, or, you know, like in the off season, some of the students, you know, I would play with them, you know, and I still kind of had more so like a little high roll with them because I was coach, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
Play at direct, and the game started changing. Guys called it. I mean, I was a competitor.
Yeah.
So, you know, when we came up, you know, we played the game totally different.
Yeah.
The game started becoming a softer game, and guys calling and everything because they can't play.
Right.
You know, it just was frustrating. So I just kind of stopped playing, and I would probably play city league, things of that nature, but I didn't play all the time. So that's when I realized that I just need to kind of stop playing competitively because I mean, you know how it is. You out there playing, you competitive. You want to try to go do what you can do.
Yeah. Now I know exactly what you're talking about, Coach. Me personally.
I just kind of let it go from that perspective. Now I just kind of train guys, and you know, I'm playing 35 and older league up here in Atlanta, and jumped on one of these teams up here, man, and we trash. You know, we are bad. You know what I'm saying? And we're playing against guys who are former pros, things of that nature. And my mindset, I just want to compete, have fun. You know, we were talking about that yesterday. Like, I want to be able to set screens and get guys shots, and play a little defense, and you know, watch us go on a run. And
right.
These guys, they just want to jack it up, man. Like, and
they got to be the man.
30s. Yeah, they're trying to prove something.
Coach, y'all can
hey, Coach. Hey, you just I'm gonna hit a point, but I'm gonna get off of that.
Coach, y'all can have that. When I realized it was time for. Oh yeah.
What up, Coach?
I still play at a high level. You can get some too. He just got out of boot like 6 months ago.
Exactly.
He still play.
Hey, but ain't no challenge here, my brother. When I realized it was time for me to hang it up, when my shirt size started changing, I said, that got me.
Yeah.
Hey, Bucks, I'll give you all the smoke you want. Just holler at me, Bucks.
No. Hey, listen. Hey, Chris, let me tell you this. Last time I talked to Butts about that. And Butts called me, man. He put it on Facebook. Hey, man, 45 and older league, man, where y'all playing at, this, that, and the other. So I said, all right, Butts, get out there, try to play if you want to. Now you know you're getting older. Man, next time I seen Butts, that joker was in a boot.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he was in a boot.
What, he got his Achilles?
Yeah, Achilles.
Man, I know.
Yeah,
I told Mylan back in 2003.
Yeah,
I've already been through that, so I know what that feels like.
The springs on that Achilles can't handle that weight no more, man. It got soft. The springs.
Man, you gotta know how to play when you get older too, man. Cause
that means no more running.
Yeah, I mean, like in the fast race. But you gotta tell guys,
stick a fork in me, I'm done.
They don't know that. They just want to get it and go. So they're gonna lead you on a break. You know what I'm saying? You gotta determine if you're gonna go after it or you're gonna let it go out of bounds.
Hey, 9 times out of 10 is going out of bounds.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, Coach. The best team to play on right now, for me anyway. Give me about one or two young guys know how to play, and about a 30-year-old and 40. Because I ain't running up and down the court. I'm throwing it ahead. I need that guy that's gonna run.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go down the other side.
Hey, I'm cherry picking on defense.
Hey, KP. So me and KP played in the league. This probably was 3 or 4 years ago. A young guy called himself coach. He said, "Hey, we gonna run a full court diamond press." I say, who? Gonna sub me out, bro.
Hey man, nobody pressing in the mirror. Here.
I ain't playing at all. I ain't getting out there. I ain't studying that. I'd rather coach it and teach it.
Yeah.
I ain't getting out there with that stuff, man. No.
But that's what it was, right? So we had a guy in that same league Charles was talking about. We're throwing the outlet. He go 4-on-1 and then throw up some crazy shot. And then I swear everybody on the team just look at him like, man, what is you doing?
Right. Then talk about press, man. And the kid, they were young, man. So they're probably early 20s. I'm in my late 30s. KP in his late 30s, 40s. Like, bro, I am not chasing
Nobody.
this kid. No, I can't stand in front of him. But yeah, it's a different game, Coach. These kids are different.
I'll tell y'all a story real quick. So playing, right? And I think I defended or contested a 3-pointer, right? So now I'm already at a 3-point. The shot I think he ended up shooting the air ball. So we get my guy gets the rebound, and I'm already at almost half court. And he looks up and we lock eyes and he throws the ball. And I'm thinking to myself, don't throw the ball.
Yeah.
And it took everything I had to go get it. You talking about Motrin before and after the game? Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I leave that to the kids. Now I go out there and play horse or something. That's about it.
Yeah. So,
but
I mean, we can get a game of 21 going with us 4, and we'll bring Bucks in. Let's bring Bucks in on that.
You ain't finna get no game of 21 with me.
You talking about blackjack? I play blackjack.
Yeah,
21 I'm playing. Yeah. So
we play more shooting games now, man, where you have to compete physically. You just got to work on your shot. You know, that's more of a challenge now.
I know that's
everybody get a jumper when they get older.
Oh yeah.
So Coach, I want to ask you this question. So we was kind of talking about it earlier. You was talking about the transfer portal and things like that. And then there's the kids, which I don't think it's going to be a lot of kids. There's the G League is paying kids right out of high school. So what do you think is going to happen to the one and dones? How do you think that's going to impact the one and dones? Do you think we're going to have a lot of one and dones at the college in the NCAA?
Hey Charles, real quick. So not only the G League, but overtime? Number 2 now.
Overtime. Yeah, overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I think you're gonna have those. You're still gonna have those because it's gonna be that percentage of guys that feel like they're ready for the next level anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think you're still gonna have those, or some of them may just now that I know I can leave Georgia and go to Georgia Tech, then I'm gonna go give this a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like if they don't feel like they're quite ready, where in the past you would have had to sit out a year. Now I don't have to sit, and I can go right over here to Virginia Tech. My guys over there, he really wanted me at first, but Georgia signed me, and they've been talking to me anyway.
Right.
You come here, you wouldn't have to be playing the way you're playing there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it may slow up from that perspective, but the true one and dones, they're gonna be one and dones.
Right.
There's a lot of one and dones that need to be going one and then go somewhere else, but they need to stay. But true one and done's the ones that coming out of high school that's hyped up, that's really good. Like this kid from Oklahoma State. Like if you want to leave Oklahoma State,
okay,
he's not gonna go anywhere else because he's ready to go on to the next level.
Right. Now, but goes with that, right? So kind of what to Charles' point, because now they have the G League, right? That's taking them on, and you got this overtime league that's taking them on for those specifically for those type of kids, right? That's what it's supposed to be built for. Do you think because those kids are now go that direction, you'll see some more kids staying in college?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just, I really don't like the way college basketball is headed.
Right.
It's just so much going on, I mean, it's got its pros and cons.
Right.
So, until you really have a couple years, in my opinion, of it happening, you kind of follow the trend and see, okay, so they are going to start doing this. They are going, or they're not going to do this. They're going to, they're going to keep going where they're going.
Right.
Or they are going to start staying around and just, if I don't make the league, I go G League.
Right.
I think it's going to pull some of the kids because everybody, if you're playing ball and you're serious about it, your dream is to probably play at the highest level, and at that particular time, the highest level may be the G League because that's going to be your pathway to get to the NBA. So, especially if the money's going to be good for you coming out, where you don't have to worry about staying another year in college, because at one time the G League wasn't really paying as much.
Right.
So, you can go back to college and probably in some programs get the same amount, in college as you'll be getting in the G League. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
So
I agree with you, Coach Butts.
Yeah, they're going to get it.
They're going to get that check.
Yeah.
So is the basketball transfer portal different than the football in a sense of you have to be being able to play your eligibility, right? Because it doesn't seem like kids have to sit out a year for basketball, but in football, I know they still talk about kids potentially sitting out a year. Is it different?
I'm not sure. I haven't even thought about it from a football perspective, but I don't understand why they would do one sport and not do the other.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm like, so the kid that left, Justin Fields, right? When he left Georgia to go to Ohio State, he was granted eligibility immediately, right? But then Eason, when he left Georgia, he had to sit out a year when he went to, where did he go, to Washington or wherever he went. But I don't never hear about a kid in basketball going in the portal and them having to sit out. It's almost like an automatic that they're gonna. Well, you know what? I take that back. Wait, I think the kid that went to what's the kid that went? It's in Alabama right now. That was at Villanova. He had to sit out a year, didn't he?
Didn't they go in and change that due to COVID?
I think that's a recent change, KP.
So is that specifically for?
I think that's
purposes, or are they just across the board?
I don't know.
I don't know. Don't get me the line because I won't stop.
Yeah.
So, Coach, we talking college and whatnot. So I know you do a lot of work in hosting camps and trying to get kids to play at the next level, whether it's whatever that level may be, wherever the market say that kid is going to play at. And I know you got a camp coming up, so you want to talk a little bit about what you got coming up for that camp, Coach?
You got multiple camps coming up.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity. So we actually have two camps coming up. We have a post-grad and junior college camp coming up on the 18th of April. We're going to do it up in Atlanta. Just for those kids that are in JUCO, that are finishing up, the year being the way it was, they've been playing games a lot later than they would normally play games. And four-year schools have been locked in their seasons, so it's been hard for everybody to try to get exposed to coaches and things of that nature. They haven't had the same opportunities. A lot of guys who came out last year in high school, 2020, some went prep, post-grad, and some post-grad decided not to play. So those kids just had to sit home all year and just work out, things of that nature. So you got a lot of kids in that class still trying to actually be true freshmen next year. So we were talking with a few coaches, a few players about, just trying to create some opportunities for those guys. And when you talk with a lot of college coaches, first thing they say, they want guys that are ready to play and come right in and play. So, got a kid that's 19, maybe 20 now, that's been playing for a year out of high school against other, older guys, stuff like that. I mean, those coaches probably prefer those kids before they look at high school kids, unless they just want a high school kid because they got a seasoned team coming back, things of that nature.
Right.
So that's the first camp we're doing. The second camp is our HBCU Elite 100 camp, which is our third one that we'll be doing. Well, actually our fourth. We did 2 last fall, but it's our third year of doing the camp. And we decided to do it this year during the live period because, we want to try to get those Division I coaches to come in there. We had a good group of kids at the camp in the fall. We had several kids that signed with Division I programs, mid-major programs, and our goal is, hey, if we can get them in the camp and you guys have the platform to come in and watch them, you got to start talking to these kids.
Right.
If not, they're going to go where, people are showing them attention. Like the point guard, George Pridgett, signed with Jacksonville, and the big kid from Hiram signed with Furman. Those guys went to camp, and we got to start connecting with these kids in these platforms. Now, if you don't sign them, you just don't sign them. But all we're saying is if they're coming to the camp, come out, watch these kids, start communicating with the kids. You never know what a kid want to do until you start talking to them.
Right.
I've talked with several coaches, and sometimes they feel like they can't even get a kid, not knowing that this kid don't have anything going on. They just listening to what they're hearing in streets, Twitter, or even what the kids are saying. Like, no, I've talked with several guys and said, no, this kid don't have anything going on. He may have 2 schools talking to him. For real, coach? Yeah, I'm telling you, so you gotta connect with the kids. You can't be afraid to talk with them.
Right.
If you don't get them, you just don't get them. But we put the camp together just to have a platform for coaches from HBCU programs to feel like they have somewhere they can go, and kids are really going to pay attention to them. And then for kids that want to go to those type of programs, they have a way where they feel like they can connect with those coaches.
Yeah.
So we decided to do it in April for during the live period, but with the deadline being extended, it didn't work out for the Division I schools, but we still try to have Division II, NAIA, and independent HBCUs there. Last year, of course, we did live stream because of the COVID stuff, and we'll have this live stream as well.
Right.
But some of these coaches want to get out because they haven't really been getting out. So we try to do the best job of getting them in the gym, but we can't, with COVID going on, I've had some coaches say, well, coach, look, nothing against you, would love to come, but, right now, man, I got a family and I don't want to, so you have to respect that. The first year we had 27 coaches in there, but we can't really guarantee who all will come, during these times. But that's why we decided to live stream it. So, and we use SUV TV, which is, in my opinion, one of the best, organizations to use if you're going to live stream some stuff. Because, the games are so up close and personal.
Right.
It's like you're really there. We even had, Slide, the guy, whatever he called himself, they even called some of the games. You know what I mean? So you're hearing them talk about some of these kids that they know of. We had kids from 15 different states, so they didn't know some of the kids because, they just, they're not from Georgia.
Right.
But the quality of the games, the competition is really good. And that's what I'm big on, trying to make sure it's just good competition, and let the coaches decide who they like. It's just a platform. Right. We don't promise people that we're going to get you a scholarship. It's just a platform to come and showcase, just like an interview. You come there and play well, you may get something. You come there and play bad, you may not get anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready to come, and you got to be ready to perform, whether that scoring a lot of points or just, making people recognize what type of player you are. You don't have to do it by scoring points. You can do it all in multiple ways. So we also talk to them about that kind of stuff, just little things that coaches look for. And if you try to incorporate some of those while you're at camp today, talking on the floor, hustling, diving for loose balls, taking charges, things of that nature where, you'll get noticed for those things, and coach, put a mark by your name for doing those little things because they're looking for guys that want to win.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Not just guys that want to score, but guys that want to win. If they feel like you know how to win, then it may be an opportunity for you. So those are the two camps that we have coming up. Now, let me also share some with you. Camp that we have coming up for. I'm actually doing a clinic in Southwest Georgia on the 3rd. It's called a Skill University Clinic, but we have our Skills University camp coming up in May 22nd, 23rd. It's going to be held at Clayton State, and then we're going to follow that up with one on June 5th through the 6th at Clayton State. And now this is a 2-day camp. This is all about skill development. This is a skill development camp, and from what I've seen, watching these kids play last week at AAU and watching them during the season, a lot of these kids need to get taught in the summertime. And they need to get taught in the summertime. They need to go. You can still be with your high school team. You can play AAU. You can do those things. But at the same time, I tell kids all the time, you're responsible for your own development. Mm-hmm. There's too many resources out here for you to blame everything on your coach.
Hey, Coach, real quick, say that again a little slower and a little louder.
Oh, so there's too many resources out here for you to blame things on your coach, you know. And I started this long time. You have to be proactive. Right. In everything you do with basketball, with your recruitment, with your development, and you have to do these things on your own. You know, it's just too many resources. I mean, that's always my speech when I do any camp or clinic. I tell them they can go where they can go get it. I tell them what they need to be searching for, and I tell them this is a pursuit. Just like the movie Pursuit of Happiness, this getting a college scholarship, it's a pursuit. Mm-hmm. And if you don't put yourself in the best situation, you know, we know it's going to be some good coaches in high school, and it's going to be some coaches that are not that good. That's just the reality of it. That's not bashing the coach, but that's just the reality of it, because you have that in every aspect of life. It's going to be some good, it's going to be some bad. So if you fall into a situation where you're not in a good program and they're not coaching you up and teaching you, and then in the summertime, in the springtime, you sit around and you don't get on a good AAU team where you still can get that information and get that knowledge and get that experience, or you don't go to 3 or 4 camps where you can really get filled with the knowledge, then that's on you. You can't blame anybody but yourself.
Right.
Not getting to where you're trying to go. So Skills University is going to be a camp that's going to really just focus on skill development, and not just the physical skills, but the mental skills, communication, leadership, little nuggets that we can share with players so they can understand what it takes to be just a good player. And by being a good player in high school, that may create opportunity for you to get to the next level.
Coach, what's the age groups for that skill?
We're gonna do a 6th, like a middle school age group, and then we'll do like a 8th grade up to like 12th grade age group. You know, just to come in and get the work in. It's an opportunity to just get better and compete. You know, you'll get some games in there, but man, it's very similar to Point Guard College.
Right.
Something similar to that. You know, that concept. I like that concept that they did with that. And this is something I've been trying to work on for about 4 or 5 years. Yeah. And I worked some different camps. I worked some exposure camps that were more like 2-day camps, you know, but they were more like exposure camps. So kids are coming, you know, and that's all they really were worried about. And we would do some skill development, but we didn't do much because it was more so about playing the game so you can get evaluated.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at that blueprint. I'm like, man, these kids trying to play games for evaluation, man, you got a long way to go.
Right.
You know, you really need more time on the skill work at this camp, but that's the way the camp was set up. So we're gonna get by like an hour of skill work, you know, in 2 days.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, you got to get more than that for you to pick something up from that camp, take it home, you know what I'm saying, and start trying to utilize that in your game.
Yeah.
So that was the purpose of, you know, that's how it kind of came to the idea of having a skills camp.
Cool. So let me ask you this. So again, this is another conversation that you know is kind of being had, and with us being fresh in AAU season all across the board, right? Helping to educate the parents on what AAU basketball really is, right? So of course you got different levels of AAU depending on where you play. But if you're going to play in these competitive tournaments or whatever the case may be, and with you being familiar with the AAU scene, coaching AAU, all those things, I guess the point I'm trying to get to is the kid has to come in with some skill set already, because you're not going to build a kid in the summer.
No.
On the AAU scene, right? Now, training wise, going to work on your skills, like you said, skill set, all those things. Yeah, if you're doing those things. But just getting on the AAU team, you're not building a kid to become a superstar. That kid, because for the most part, you're building that kid for what you want to run in the summer.
Yeah. And
I think some parents miss that piece. I think some parents think, okay, because he's on this team, he's just going to naturally get better because of that. He's going to get better at what I'm teaching him.
Yeah.
Right. And my practices are going to be ran to what I need out of him during that game. But overall skill set, you still have to go to somewhere else to get that skill set built. Can you just kind of talk on that for a minute?
Yeah, I mean, I really think that, and again, you got some programs that really try to implement a player development, during the spring and summer and their practices. I just left the gym today, a girls' practice, and they were doing some fundamental stuff, just working on some stuff, and that's good. But like for the most part, you're gonna need to be able to do other things to get exactly what you need. You can't really look to AAU for that, but you can look to the AAU to be exposed to great competitive play, and maybe a coaching staff that's gonna hold you accountable for, like doing little things that like breaking little habits that you have, so you can grow, depending on who you have coaching you, what programs you're in from that perspective. But a lot of it is more so the individual work that you're going to do on your own, and just like I said, pursuing other opportunities to learn from different people, during that time, during the spring and the summer.
Yeah, you got to bring something to the table.
You got to bring something to the table. You can't just get on the team and think that. And then I think this too, you have to find the right team that fits your kid.
Right.
Because I see a lot of people just jumping on teams and, but what is your goal? What are you trying to get? And I heard Tat say something about we're trying to get these guys ready for the varsity level.
Mm-hmm.
And so my team this year, we got like 216 teams, and that's our bottom line.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna play in exposure events because we're gonna play on the radar. We're gonna play on all those events, but it's really to help you guys. If you didn't play varsity last year, you played JV. We're trying to help you get prepared for your varsity season so you can make the team. At some of these schools, they're only losing 3 or 4 seniors.
Right.
And if it's 13 guys on JV and there's only 4 spots left, we need for you to be one of those spots.
Yeah.
So so we put a real emphasis on the development, making sure you can make all the practices, and we're gonna coach you up hard, and we're trying to teach you 1 or 2 things to make you stand out. So that coach next year, we got to keep him on varsity, man. He brings this to the table. Yeah. And then we're gonna play. I've already told some of these tournament directors, man, we want the smoke. I want that competition for these guys because I want to see what they can do. We want to challenge them, like Tat was talking about. We want to challenge them so they can get better. But now we got a kid that he want to go jump on one of those popular name teams, and you sit in the bench.
Right.
Now and then next year you're not where you need to be. You may make varsity, but you might not get any minutes.
Right. Right.
So what is all that? Say you really just wasted the summer, and this is really for a 10th grader. This is a critical year for you.
Yes.
To go into your junior year, with the coach's confidence that he can trust you.
Yeah.
If not, then you got just 1 year that senior year to try to prove that. Some of these programs, well, if you ain't showed it by a sophomore,
a junior year you didn't cut. Yeah.
It's over. So I think that's important. That's just my personal opinion. I've always been one that more about the development than anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
We got 2 teams. We got a team like an elite team. We got a team like that needs a little bit more development. And and I told them like we just gonna work. And we played over at Marietta last weekend, and both teams did well. My team, the development team, we won 1, we lost 3. My elite team, we lost all 4, but we played. We played some good programs, and
you played that smoke.
Huh?
I said you played that smoke.
We play who?
The smoke. You for the smoke. You got the smoke.
We got some good teams, and we had a chance to win. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I heard one of y'all talking about it. Maybe Charles was talking about, just teaching these guys how to finish games. And, we had that same scenario. We're up 7 with 45 seconds, and a guy gets out on the break. Man, you got to dribble that out. We don't even need to score.
Right.
But you want points on the book, that kind of stuff. And that's not what you need right now. So that's telling me if you don't learn that, you're gonna do that for your high school team, and you're gonna lose a game. It could be a reason game that caused y'all to get kicked out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to get 2 points where we need to show that you got some IQ. Run the time out of it. We had 45 seconds left in the game. We up 7. We had left too much time on the clock. You run 15, 16 seconds off and get fouled. And even if you miss that free throw, that's 15 seconds gone that they would have never had.
Right.
You know, so little stuff like that, we trying to pour it to the guys so they understand how to play.
And I definitely think it's levels, right? So like for Charles having the 7th grade and for our younger groups, 4th through 6th grade, it's levels, right? So yeah, you are incorporating all of those things. But then when you are getting to the high school level, those IQ pieces are really start coming in.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm starting to incorporate that more of the IQ pieces, right? So we're up, but you still, like you said, you still trying to go get a bucket because you thought you got fouled the first time. Now you got the ball back, and I'm about to go back to the basket.
Yeah.
Is this about you or is it about the team?
Yeah.
And coaches understand that. So I think the thought process or the growing piece changes at each level as well, right? So we're trying to incorporate different things. Yeah, all you can play because you're here. Now let's work on the IQ.
Yeah.
Whereas the younger groups are, let's work on getting you playing and understanding what you're doing and that more that skill development piece. So I think it's different levels, but I think parents need to definitely understand that as well as this thing goes. Yeah. Tap, though, I definitely want to get your opinion on this, Tap.
I mean, y'all said it all, man. I mean, the skill development, man, and like I say, the IQ, that has to be taught. I mean, and a bunch of that stuff had to be simulated in practice too,
right?
In order for it to translate in games, because I mean, we can sit here and tell a kid, hey, like Coach said, run that time off. You don't need that layup. But sometimes if you don't simulate that in practice, you know, they ain't gonna know.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm big on development, man, as well, and teaching that IQ part, man, and teaching all. I'm just big on teaching all the little stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Cause you'll hear me fussing about, you know, taking a charge, getting out of the way of taking one, and boxing the man out versus standing there. And I'm real big on that type stuff.
And this is one thing that I tell guys, and I was telling our guys the other day. Basketball is played one way, and for even when I was coaching college, you know, when the season's over with, the guys play pickup, they'd be excited to get out there and just go do their thing now. But I'm like, no, ain't no free play. We don't do free play.
Right,
you know, Coach, this free play, man, ain't no free play.
Right,
it's basketball. Work on what you'll be doing during the year.
Yeah.
So then, you know, like they out there playing, they need to be holding each other accountable. Like, hey, we ain't got no break, man. Run something.
Right.
Go ahead and get used to doing that. So when y'all come back to me, I ain't got to be, you know, it ain't got to be no struggle trying to get you to understand how to slow us down and run something when we have to, or push the break when we got it.
Yeah.
But if you've been playing free play all summer and taking 30 dribbles to get a shot off and these step back threes, you already know when October get here, none of that's going on.
So you mean between the legs, behind the back, in and out between the legs don't work and stay in the same spot?
I think that's what we as AAU coaches, man.
Yeah.
It's a struggle for us sometimes too, because we like to teach that structure, but they don't come from structure.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you got a kid that you're trying to teach that structure.
Yeah.
But I mean, within his program, he's able to take 20, 30 shots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting up and down. Yeah. You know, they ain't used to playing in the half court.
Yeah.
And they struggle. And then the parents wonder why, well, my kid did this during the high school season. Well, it's different.
It's different.
Yeah, you know, maybe they ain't full court pressing now where you can get up and down. They sitting back in the half court now. Now you got to play a half court game. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and they ain't used to that. And you know, it's kind of, and like you say, breaking old habits.
Yeah.
So it's a struggle for us sometimes too, breaking those bad habits, and you know, trying to teach some structure.
Yeah.
There's
That's what our
definitely
job is. Our job is to teach them, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so they can be a little bit better. You know, like you said, if you're not getting taught that and y'all up tempo, well, now it's an opportunity for you to learn how to slow it down, because if you do get a chance to go to the next level, you're not gonna be able to play that way. When I was with the All-Stars every summer, you know, we slowed it down. We did some stuff. So now that's going to help me. That's going to help me a little bit. You know, it could have helped me more if we were doing it more, but that's going to help me a little bit more now because I got that versus me just being raw, never got it. And we see that happen a lot. Guys, they don't get it, then they get ready to go to the next level, and it's like they can't run a play. They don't understand timing. They don't understand pace. And they're a good talent, but then it's almost like, man, well, we ain't got time to wait around on this. And then that kid is leaving, and he may not even never get another chance.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's junior college. A lot of kids, a lot of coaches are like, man, coach, you don't know how to run a play. All they did in high school was just go up and down. Right,
but see, and see that's what I think you was talking about earlier, Coach, when you was talking about fit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you in high school and all y'all did, and you just pressed, ran, and y'all never said anything up in the half court. Yeah. When you pick in that college, you better be thinking about
doing
that.
The same thing. Yeah. Doing the same thing.
Yeah. So you go to that college and y'all setting it up in the half court, and you used to getting up and down. That's gonna be a struggle for you.
It's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna think coach on you. You're gonna be like, coach, like, what, coach? Like, man, slow the ball up. You know, like, why? Man, go get him. You know what I'm saying? It can cause a lot of problems. You know, I've seen that. Yeah.
Hey, Coach, we're not going to keep you forever, but I do want to ask you this, just from being at the college level and now being back at the high school level, what was one of the pet peeves you seen in college that just drove you crazy that you're emphasizing now at the high school level?
Talking, communicating.
Yeah.
I'm big on that, you know, and the reason why I'm big on it because it's like, you know how to talk. Everybody talks, and you find the things you want to talk about, you're going to talk about them.
Right.
But when it comes down to the things that we need to do as a team to get better, and you're part of this team, and these are your goals, and you guys are saying that you want to win, you want to be winners, well, this is part of it. And my job is to help you understand that this is a part of what you're saying that you want. And I know you can talk because when practice is finished and you go in the locker room, man, you're all over the place. I mean, you got heated debates. Heated debates. They can hear you all the way out in the court and you in the locker room.
Right.
And I came to Warner Robins Gym, beautiful facility.
Yeah.
But I can probably hear guys in your locker room out in the parking lot after practice, just getting into it. Man, Kobe way better than LeBron. Right. But then we're on the floor, you can't even yell out, watch the screen.
Right.
Let me through.
Right.
You know? So, man, that was one thing that I really, and I'm still like that now. Even when I was at Wheeler, we had some guys that didn't want to talk, but you wanted minutes.
Yeah.
You know, we had to whip them in shape. You know, like, man, you got to communicate. Even now, when we're practicing my AAU team,
right?
Hey, y'all too quiet out there. We got to get them talking.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna make you. You're not gonna play on the next level if you're not talking.
Yeah.
You're not gonna play on it. If it's a struggle for you to talk, you're not going. That's a skill in itself. Yeah. Just communicating with your teammates. And if you're not doing that, everybody else is. You're gonna stand out like a sore thumb.
Right.
So and then, hey, go get them. You know, you don't want those kind of statements. Hey, go get them.
Right.
That's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my pet peeves now, man. Like just communicating, man. Guys that don't communicate. I have some guys that say, Coach, I just don't talk. I'm not a talker. I'm a silent.
I'm a silent leader.
Silent assassin. and he was, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to teach him is, man, you are best player. You got to show some leadership.
Right.
You know, you got to show some. I mean, you may have a soft-spoken voice, and you may not be loud like I am, but you still got to be able to communicate something.
Yeah.
You know, to the point where the guys, they hear you, and you're leading by example.
Right.
You know, if you're not talking, first I'm gonna feel like, man, he ain't talking. You know, and it's gonna be problems.
Hey,
so,
let me you tell him this, Coach. When he get hungry, he let somebody know he hungry, don't he?
Yes. You gonna open up the mouth
He want.
Again, you're gonna talk about what you want to talk about.
He want that scholarship. He hungry for that scholarship. He'll start talking.
That's my biggest pet peeve, man. Trying to get guys to, you know, just transfer those into the game or to the practice. Things that they do on a daily basis every day. Transfer into it's no different. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of your daily life. It's a part of our basketball program.
Yeah.
Now we said it's not a part of it. then yeah, cool. But if we're saying that we want guys to communicate, then you're responsible for communicating.
Yeah. I tell you what, Coach, I had practice yesterday. Group got out there. First group communicated okay. The second group got out there. It sounded like that mumble rap. I'm like, what is y'all?
Yeah.
I think we stopped the whole thing. Then we
Mhm.
started back over.
First of all, he ain't say what is that. He said some other words and blew his whistle 5 times.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that I think these youngsters don't understand is, like you say, talking and playing hard is half the battle.
Right.
Communication and playing hard is half the battle.
Yeah.
And you do those two things, man. That's a recipe for success in itself.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And like you say, Coach, I'm big on communication too. You mean you put them headphones on and listen to all that little baby.
Yeah.
You rapping that, but you gonna tell them when that screen coming. You
Right.
call out ball and help and all that stuff, man. You gonna do that.
Oh yeah. But Coach, look, like I said, we ain't gonna hold you long. We're gonna get you out of here. But before we go, we definitely gotta ask you. And I teased you a little bit when I seen you last weekend. Wheeler, what? Give us your thoughts, Coach. Y'all building a dynasty up there, or what?
I mean, Coach Thompson, man, he's a phenomenal coach, man. I mean, being with him, I learned some stuff from him. I was able to show him some stuff. He's an open-minded coach, man. He allows his assistant coaches to have input, to take control of practices and things of that nature. So,
hey, Coach, say that one more time for the people in the back.
Yeah, he's allowing his coaches to just have input in practice and, like some coaches don't do that, but he does. He takes criticism from us. We get in some heated debates, just talking about what we need to do to try to, because it's all about, we all competitive. We just trying to win.
Right.
And, he allowed that, you know what I'm saying? And he'll let you know, man, Coach, I'm just the head on paper, but it's all about team.
Right.
So if you got something you want to do, and so that meant a lot, because you could be in some situations where, you want to share your knowledge, but then it's like every time you share it, it's like, okay, it's never taken.
Right.
And I got some buddies of mine that's in that situation and they just don't even talk anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's a frustrating situation to be in as a coach, somebody that's passionate about the game, but you got to just be hushed up, because people that you're around, your coaches, they don't value your opinion. They don't value your experience. They don't value your knowledge. So that was the biggest thing, man. Like, and he's a student of the game, just studying the game a lot, man. He got the program going good, man. Like, he's really doing a good job. I mean, I think they have decent talent. Even last year we had some talent, but this guy's really stacking the deck up in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
As far as the talent wise, like 3 or 4 high majors on one team, and those teams that he had, they don't have those kind of players all in one class.
Right.
Maybe a couple sprinkles throughout the program, but the biggest thing is coach is playing defense. He's teaching defense.
Yeah.
And then he's running structure on offense. He does a good job of allowing them to play, but at the same time recognizing when you don't have anything.
Right.
Flow right into, the offense, what we want to run or whatever I'm calling.
Yeah.
And that was a struggle 2 years ago. Well, our first year was a struggle in 2017 when we had all the talent, EJ, Brandon, we had some really good talent. And that was our first year. But you know how it is when you go to a program, those guys don't really know coach like that. They're used to doing it the old way.
Right.
And so it was a struggle for those guys to really buy in. We had more talent that year. Should have really won it that year.
Yeah.
But we come back 2 years later and win it with a team that was less talented, in my opinion, and a couple guys who had only had like 1 year really playing varsity.
Right.
But they just bought into the system, and they got after people on the defensive end, and our point guard became really a real good player, and he ran the offense, ran the team, and we got the ball inside basically.
Hey, Coach, less talented, more structure.
More structure, yeah. And then get the ball to your guys, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's going to be on the next level.
Right.
I averaged 28 points a game in high school, my senior year. But coming into college, man, I'm a role player.
Right.
Get the ball to these guys.
Yeah.
You know, I had no problem with it because I wanted to get on the floor. You know, so I was willing to do whatever to get on the floor. And I had been coached up to be a team guy anyway. You know what I'm saying? But some guys they just want to score, and is that gonna help us reach our overall goal?
Right.
Yeah, and the minute our guys kind of figured that out, you know, and it's funny because when they figured that out, all the scoring they wanted to do, they started doing it, you know, in less shots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because they figured out what we were doing, they bought in what we were doing,
being more efficient.
People on the defensive end.
Yeah, being more efficient. So
shout out to Coach Larry Thompson, man. He's one of the best ones in the state, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Congrats,
well,
Coach.
It's two of his assistants. You and another coach have gone on to get head coaching jobs as well. So you know that's that his tree is growing, as they say, huh?
Yeah.
So
hey, hey, real quick, I'm gonna tell you what I like about it, man. You'll see him at those AAU games, sitting there watching games. Also, he ain't too big to go to those games.
Yeah, he loved basketball now.
Right,
he gonna be out there and he gonna support his players, and he gonna be out there. You're right about that, Coach.
Yeah.
Oh,
See him sit there. When we go to them on the radar events, or he's at hoop scene. I see him there at a bunch of games.
Yeah,
you know, just sitting there watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, but all good. But Coach, it was an honor and a privilege to have you on the show, big dog. Always enjoy bumping into you, talking to you in person. We go way back. So quick story again, right? So me and Coach met. He had a tournament down in Macon, and my oldest son came down. And my oldest son was like, Daddy, I want you to coach us in this tournament. Man, I'm not coaching you. You about to get 5 guys to go out there and play. I'm not getting into that. So he paid for the tournament, got a team together, all of those things, was communicating back and forth with Chris. And that was what's up. So, you know, just the way you treated him and dealt with him and let him allowed to get in the tournament and all those things, man, I salute you. Because at the end of the day, it was about supporting the kids and whatever the vision was. So definitely, man. So since that day,
he took the leadership role, man. He took the leadership role. I thought I was talking to an adult.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was you. He's like, I was telling the coach everything. I was just taking care of everything. Like, man, like, hey, you know, you did a good job with him. But now, what I want to say, he was 17
at the time. He was like, he came down and was like, I want to play this weekend in that tournament. And I said, if you want to do it, then you need to reach out and do all of those things. And he did it. So. Yeah, but the way that you communicated back with him and took care of it and how he handled that whole situation, I salute you on that, Coach.
Yeah. Let me just go ahead, and I always tell y'all that when I see you, and I even comment on some of your podcasts sometimes. But again, I just got to remind you, you know, just let the people in the back hear me say it. Just what y'all are doing, man. I'm not gonna say I'm amazed, but there's a lot of respect for what you guys are doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like-minded guys, you guys are unifiers, and that's what your whole vision is, trying to unify your area so you guys can make sure that your kids are getting what they're supposed to be getting. You know, no ego, and it may be some ego because that's people in general, but people can't tell that. You know what I'm saying? People can't tell that you guys are on one accord, you know, and the things that you're doing along with, you know, Kawasi, I mean, just the collaboration that you guys have, man, is just phenomenal. And we see the results in the kids that are coming out. And I was just down there the other day. I stopped in and hollered at Bradshaw. When I come in, sometimes I just peep in and try to, you know, connect. And just seeing the kids in the gym on what day was that? I think that was a Friday. Yeah, it was a Friday. Because for him, it was just shooting day for him. You know, they just in there shooting. But just to kind of see what you guys have going, man. And it's not just one organization. It's a couple of you guys that are doing things, you know, for the kids down there. It's just amazing, man. And so I just wanted to, you know, publicly recognize you guys for what you do, man.
No, we appreciate it, man.
We appreciate it, bro.
Thank you. Hey, appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it's a few egos on this set, but it ain't me.
Well, like I said, we're all gonna have some egos, but y'all find a way to kind of mesh them together. You know,
Chris,
you're gonna have egos. Jordan and Pippen had egos. Cartwright had an ego. but when Jordan spoke, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah,
Hey,
man. So I appreciate the
Chris,
platform, man. I appreciate the opportunity, and I'll be getting with you guys, man. Just trying to share some of my events with you guys. You know, I always welcome people to come and work with us. You know, from different areas, things of that nature, to share with the kids. They want to come and get a different look. You know, pick up some knowledge from a different. You know, we all saying the same thing.
right.
It's just being reiterated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anything,
Yeah.
anytime y'all have something, man, feel free to just shoot me the information, man. I try to get down and support what y'all are doing.
Hey, definitely. And like I told you when we were up there, tag us in whatever you got going on, man. And we're gonna repost it, retweet it, whatever, to blow it up to make sure it's an event. So definitely. And you always got this platform when you need to come on and put something like the camps and everything you got coming up. I know our kids go to those camps from me and Charles, 7th and 8th grader.
Yeah.
I know we had some high school kids up at the elite camp last year. So, and then Cubby, I don't know if you've seen it, but Cubby Lee chimed in and said he was up there taking pictures and everything as well. So,
We're at HBCU.
yeah, he was at the HBCU last year in September.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And I remember you guys came to Albany last, what it was, for the middle school camp.
the middle school camp.
Yeah. That's why I got a chance to meet Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was able to see some talent. Like, you know, he just had that look, you know, like just what he was doing. You know, it wasn't spectacular. It was just
that's
a natural vibe. It was a natural
that was Cam Perkins. Cam Perkins at that time. Yeah, that was Cam Perkins.
Yeah. So
in the gym.
I'm not surprised at what I see from him right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I saw it in him. You know what I mean? And then like when I first met y'all, like your son, Charles' son, like, you know, we was over at the tournament. You know, I'm looking at these kids like, man, you know, these kids nice. You know what I'm saying? Like this gonna be the like I'm seeing things like, man, these kids can play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all coaching them the right way. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, this is gonna be a good crop. You know, so that's why I was trying to connect with y'all because anytime you get a chance to work with good players, that's a plus.
Right. And that's the thing. You always go out of your way to talk to the kids. Right. So it's not just you're good, but it's also, well, what's your plans? Or maybe have you thought about that? You have genuine conversations with these kids every time I see you. So regardless if it's our kids or we're at a camp somewhere and you're talking to kids, it's genuine conversations trying to help them get to the next level. So definitely salute. Yeah.
That's what it's about. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. So, like I said, you got this platform whenever you need it. Real quick before you jump off, though, blow up these dates again for these camps you got coming up.
Okay, April 18th is going to be the post grad and JUCO camp, and I'll see the information so you can put on your page. And then April 25th, April 24th, the HBCU Elite 100 camp for girls. April 25th, the HBCU Elite 100 camp for boys.
Okay.
24th and the 25th, HBCU Elite 100 camp in Atlanta. And then Skills University camps going to be May 22nd, 23rd, and June 5th and 6th at Clay State. Yeah.
Clayton State. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then my Twitter is at Chris Cam Sports. If anybody want to just connect with me, on that platform at Chris Cam Sports.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. And then it's also good to see you doing well, Coach. I know you had a bout of the COVID, so you was able to get through that. So definitely it's good to see you back in your feet.
Appreciate that.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got my mask right here. My wife stay on me, boy. She's like, I took a picture. I had my mask on in the game. I put it down and talk a little bit because sometimes we get muffled.
Right.
And I'm heated right now, so I need these guys to hear my point. So I take it down. They take pictures. I happen to post the pictures. You can't hardly see the mask. I get home. That's the first. I didn't wear the mask the whole game. That's the first thing. You didn't have your mask on at the game. Go downstairs. She wasn't playing with that, man. When I brought her home, man, she's like, go downstairs. I'm like, wait, hold up. I'm grabbing my pillow. Grabbing my cover. I'm like, let me go downstairs.
She said, call me from downstairs. We can talk about it over the phone.
Hey, Coach. Hey, I think this past weekend I threw my mask on the floor, yelling at the ref. I was like, oh man, I need that. So yeah.
Hey, honestly, I think my man saved me a couple of texts this weekend.
Man, please. Mask ain't saving me from those.
They still gonna hear you tap.
They still gonna hit me.
Let me ask you this last question. I'm gonna let you guys go. Okay.
Yeah.
Officiated last weekend. I mean, what
Now
do you think about this officiating at these AAU events, man?
Now, about last week. Now I was pleased with last week. I can't say anything bad about officiating in my games. I think the officiating crews did a pretty good job in our game.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is why are they so sensitive like you can't say anything to them? Hey, don't let you know the rules and you try to correct them on something.
Oh man.
Now it's like World War III. They want to turn around and they won't say nothing else to you.
Yeah.
And I don't like that, man. And then they start taking out on the kids, and that's when I really get them texts built up there.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, so me and Charles both had the same official for one game. Charles had him the night before. I had him the next morning. And everything in me, I don't know how this guy's an official. He don't get up and he goes to half court to the baseline. That's as far as he goes during the whole game.
Yeah.
You can't talk to him. He don't know what's going on in the game. And I'm like, bro, what is up? Overall, the officiating wasn't bad. They were communicating. They were able to communicate. Sometime I went too far, I guess. And coach, calm down. Okay, you got me. So I can understand the back and forth. But that one ref, bro, I can't do it. But like Tat said, don't be so sensitive either.
Yeah.
Like I know the game just like you know that you're supposed to know the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
See, my thing with that is I ain't nobody's trying to show if you know the rules, nobody's trying to show you. I mean, you screw up.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
mistakes.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's part of the game.
If I'm trying to correct you and I know I'm right, don't try to tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Man,
That's one of my pet peeves too. Just if you mess up, you're gonna make some bad calls. We already know that. So don't just say you missed it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people do when they know they missed the call. Like,
right,
I missed that one, coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I try to look at the next one because it's all about respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, come on now. You know that's not right. But you're still trying to support your wrong answer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't do that. But yeah, it was pretty good over the weekend. We had a couple incidents, couple of different opinions. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's cool. You're gonna have those. But as your official, your job is to officiate, not to be going back and forth. You let me know what your the way you saw it. I may tell you where I saw it. That's it. You got to keep. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I saw it this way.
Right.
I saw it that way. That's it. I understand how you saw it now, so okay, I got you. That's it.
My thing is don't let me try to ask you a question and you ignore me.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times down the court, and then you want to come back to me and ask me, well, what you want to talk about? Well, nothing now because you don't ignore me 2 or 3 times. So now I'm a little bit more upset because at the end of the day, we all men out here.
Yeah.
Right. So just from that standpoint, we should be able to have a conversation just on that merit alone.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Hey, I put it like this. I wasn't the refs. It wasn't bad. I wasn't worried about the refs because we missing layups and free throws.
Yeah.
So ain't no use me fussing. What am I fuss at the ref for?
Yeah. You're right.
So,
hey, no, I'm
my problem.
Some of them. Hey, come on. You know which one I'm talking about.
Hey.
Yeah, one KP talking about. He was a special case.
Mine wasn't the problem. Mine was the fans. A lady telling me to get off the floor, and a dad to turn around. Telling me to get off the floor. So I had to turn around and tell him, look, come put me off here then. Come put me off the floor. Like, man, y'all hush, man. Y'all leave me alone. I ain't even messing with y'all, man. Like,
now I will say one thing, man. I really feel like young officials that really want to call varsity and maybe some playoff games,
right?
They need to officiate AAU because it is unfiltered.
Yeah,
and you got a lot to deal with, and if you can manage that kind of crowd and coaching and things of that nature, you really shouldn't have no problem with the season.
Right.
Nah, you should.
Because coaches, they got, like, man, these head coaches can't act crazy because they got to deal with administration.
Right.
So, but
hey, you was 100% wrong.
I mean, I heard this one lady. I'm talking about. She was giving this official the business. I was like, God, Lee, man, this is tough. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm still a dumber person. I just got stripes on, but man, she coming for him like.
And that's the thing. I'm trying to ride you. I'm gonna try to ride you as an official, but at the end, like, just because you put these stripes on don't mean you're superior to nobody either.
Yeah. No, you can't do that.
You got those as well.
Hey, I tell the officials all the time, when my parents start getting crazy and start acting a fool like that official come over that coach. You need to talk to your parent. Listen, Mr. Ref, I don't even know those people. We came up on the van by ourselves. I tell them that in a minute. I don't know them people over there.
Yeah, don't get us no tech.
Yeah, Mr. Rep, I don't know them. Oh, all right. I'm just telling. I'm like, Mr. Rep, I don't know them, man. I don't know none of them people over there.
Yeah, called it against you.
Yeah.
Just because they cheer when we score, don't mean
right. Yeah, they were here for the last game.
Yeah, they just don't like the other team.
Yeah, they beat them last week.
Yeah.
But
all good. Tat, what you got for Chris before we get out of here?
Man, just appreciate everything, man. And like you say, this platform, man, you're more than welcome anytime, man. Anytime you got some news you want to break or anything coming up, man, just hit us up. Let us know. You on.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Charles G.
I don't know, man. I always appreciate Coach, man. Always giving that knowledge, man, and just helping these kids.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. I think everybody that we deal with, everybody that's been on the show, is providing information, providing a wealth of knowledge, and their bottom line is to help kids. So I appreciate you, Coach, from that standpoint. So,
yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, Coach, and I think I'm gonna try to. We don't have nothing going on the 2nd. Is that Easter weekend?
That's Easter weekend.
It's the 3rd. That's Saturday.
So it's the 3rd.
Mm-hmm. That's Saturday.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna try to come check you out.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be a good camp. It'll be a good camp, man. We get a lot of people signing up. The kids down there, they don't get a chance to get involved in a lot of stuff like that. Like it's periodic. Maybe in June, then that's it. So
So
anytime to get some work in, get some games in. Got a few people that's gonna come down from Atlanta with me. Guys on my staff. And we really want to just get some work in and teach some knowledge.
There you go.
No, I know just from that last middle school camp y'all had last year. The instructors you guys had in there was phenomenal. What's my one man?
Energy,
little guy, he was full of
MJ from Valdosta. Shout out
to full of energy.
The Rising Stars and Valdosta. Yeah, that's my guy, man. And see, we trying to show kids that he tell his story every time, every camp, about hey, I had to do all these different things, but I got a scholarship because of these things. This is what I did, real passionate, love the kids.
Yep. So definitely, Coach, we're gonna reach out to you.
Yeah. Okay, man. I appreciate you guys once again, man.
We appreciate you,
man.
All right. Have a good night, Coach.
Okay. All right.
Good stuff right there.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. Great stuff, man.
Good stuff. Oh snap.
There it is.
What's up, Charles? What's on your mind, man?
There it is.
What's on my mind?
Yeah.
Hey, for people that's watching, this is
it's not 10 and on. It's Wednesday.
Man, you the one got the red cup blanket.
I'm joking, man.
Hey,
man,
we already talked about it. How they joking? He gonna say, "Oh, we off the show? Yeah, we've been on the show about 20 minutes.
Y'all still going." I know that joker store eat some chips. You know what time it is.
Oh yeah.
Nah, red cup topic, man. What you got today, Charles? You got something?
Man, I ain't really got a whole lot, man. I think I got everything. For me, I ain't really got nothing about red for the Red Cup, man. It's just learning. It's learning, right? Learning kids and stuff like
Well,
that.
I got a Red Cup topic. Great interview. Appreciate that, Cub.
Shout out, Cubby Lee. Appreciate you, brothers. Hey, real quick before we jump to that, man, CJ did a phenomenal job this weekend.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say we keep forgetting about CJ, but CJ acts like he doesn't want to be mentioned because he tries to hide. But what CJ was able to do over at the CTC camp?
Yeah, CTC camp with Kyle Sandy.
Yeah, doing the streaming over there, putting it out. Shout out to Kyle Sandy for having us and letting us come through and bless that tournament camp that he had. But definitely shout out to CJ, man, for what he did this weekend.
Yeah,
that was.
And you can go check it out it's on YouTube, right? He streams the games on YouTube.
YouTube games on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we was there also.
Yeah, we was there. So we was deep in Atlanta this weekend.
Yeah.
These last 2 weeks.
Well,
yeah, because then we were at the what camp? What camp is that?
Southern Hoops Report.
Yeah, we was there and
shout out Chris Watkins.
Yes, sir.
Watkins. Then before that, we was at Corey Black event.
Corey Black, yeah.
Hey, don't forget Pro Movement had event as well.
Weekend, right?
They're having another one this weekend.
So they had the girls. The girls was last week. Wasey was over there.
Yeah, and the boys are this week.
The boys are this week. Yeah.
Yeah, so. I think Cam and them are going. I think Cam and Pete. I think a couple of our guys are going to that.
Ethan too, isn't he?
Yeah, Ethan as well. Yeah. I think they all going to that.
They'll be up there as well.
Yeah.
So, and I know our 4th through 6th grade to be in 4th through 7th grade to be in Tennessee.
4th through 7th grade boys in Tennessee. This
weekend. Show wish the 8th grade would be there, but that's a whole nother subject.
Who else? Somebody else is in Atlanta.
The girls.
2024, 2023.
And 7th grade.
2023 boys over at Hoop Scene
Tip.
And the girls at PQ Sports. I think they're gonna be over at McKeitry this weekend. The 7th grade girls, the 10th grade girls, and 11th grade girls.
Yeah, so we got 8 teams in action this weekend.
Yes, 8 teams in action, man. It's a blessing to be a part of.
Oh yeah.
To be a part of that, man, and be a part of this movement that we're trying to create. So
yeah, definitely. Hey, Tat, you was about to jump into a Red Cup topic though.
Red Cup talk, comparing kids.
Preparing kids?
Comparing kids.
Oh, comparing kids. Okay. That's a good topic. Hey, so in the sense of one kid might be getting a little bit more right now, but keep working.
Keep working.
Yeah, Cubby, that's it.
Yeah, you're right. We rep in the middle everywhere. We everywhere.
Rep the
trying
middle.
To be anyway. Compare kids, man. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? I mean, if you're gonna compare them in a good way.
What's your end goal?
Yeah, I mean,
kids.
What is people's end goals in comparing kids? And he gone.
Oh, he must thought I turned the show off.
That fool gone crazy. What's the end goal, Charles? What's the end goal to comparing kids, man?
I think that's somebody who has blinders on, right? They can't see everything. They only see one thing, man. There's a lot that's going on around them, but they focus in on one person and not what they supposed to be doing to get kids where they need to be. So I think, I don't know, man. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what people are thinking when they compare. That's a. I can't get into that. I don't even know. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm too busy.
I mean, it ain't. I mean, what's the? I don't understand what's the point. of comparing kids. I mean, if a kid's doing well, cheer him on. If he's doing better than your kid, cheer him on. I mean, your kids got to catch up. Everybody ain't gonna always be on the same level. I mean, you got some kid. You got some kid that's gonna be varsity. You got some kid that's gonna have to come up through 9th grade, play JV, and he might blossom as a senior. As a junior. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, as long as it's work ethic there, I just can't see the comparing kids, man. And this kid is so much better than this kid, and this kid gets success, and oh well, this person better. I mean, I know I understand it's all opinionated.
Yeah,
everything is opinionated. Rank is opinionated, but I mean, just to come on, I don't know, man. I don't get it, man. I don't know where people get this energy from to even want to do that, man. Like, where do you get that energy from?
I think the parents are comparing. I think the kids are competing. Should be anyway. What you think the kids listen to at the dinner table? Yeah. Well, if the parents wasn't comparing, I guess the kids would be competing.
I mean, you got some kids that are competing.
I think I think the kids are competing, but I think the kids is being put in the kids' heads. Honestly, I think I give the kids benefit of the doubt, right? That all the kids are, if they're cool, they're supportive of each other. But it's a third party that's putting it in the kid's head that, oh, this kid ain't better than you, and so now that's causing animosity. What you guys think?
But why though? I mean,
no, I'm with you as
yeah,
why, but I think that's genuinely. I think the kids are genuine with each other, but it's somebody else that's feeding that.
I mean, who has the energy? You think I'm finna waste my energy on saying, hey man, I'm a better coach than Charles, or I'm a better coach than Kenny?
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
I mean, I can't waste that. I can't waste that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm with you, man.
I'm just gonna work.
And I think that's the thing, that man. I really don't. For me,
it's the parents, man. It's the parents.
I mean, like me,
it's their baby. It's still their baby, so they have the energy because they feel that their kid is being slighted. That's where that's coming from.
But think about it. How is your kid being slighted if he ain't doing the same as another kid? So how do you think? How do you feel that your kid is being slighted?
Because everybody feels entitled. We talked about it, right? You're not gonna get if you're not putting in the same work as everybody else, you're not gonna get the same outcome. But people don't understand that. People want the quick, fast right now.
But see, this is what I have a problem with.
Everybody's not equal in that sense.
Everybody's not equal. But I'm gonna tell you, this is what I have a problem with. I have a problem with this. I have a problem with kids or parents. Yeah, I mean, it don't make a difference. That let's just say they play two sports.
Mm-hmm.
They're better at one sport than the other. All right, let's just say a kid played football and he was on the varsity level at football. But you compare yourself to a kid that plays basketball and think you're on that same level as him, and you're not.
True.
All right, now, where was the problem when you were playing varsity football and all those other kids playing 9th grade?
Right.
It wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
But the minute that another kid is probably playing JV and you're still playing 9th grade basketball, then it's a problem. Well, why my kid ain't up?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that, man. That's just mind-boggling. Why not just tell your kid, all right, oh, you didn't make the JV team? Hey man, you need to go work. Be realistic with them.
Well, I think that's the thing too. I think this is what I think. I think parents need to set a plan. Ask your kid what he want to do or she wants to do, and set up a plan. Like, all right, you say you want to play. If it's basketball, you say you want to play basketball. This is what it's going to take for you to get better at basketball. and hold them accountable to it. That's my approach anyway.
No, Charles, this doesn't work that way though, because it's my baby want to play, so let my baby play.
Well,
So it's not making them, it's not holding them accountable for what you're doing, what work you're putting in, and all these things. At the end of the day, is my baby want to play, so my baby need to play.
I ain't raised mine like that. And Kayla will tell you, we go to a competition, and I told her mom like the last competition we went to, I don't think she performed well. Mom said, well, she did all right. Well, I don't think she did. Well, I didn't see her in other competition do way better than that. And I told her, I said, hey, either you pick it up or we taking you out.
Because Bruce Thompson says because he dominated rec in middle school, the AAU coach is not giving him a chance.
You ain't get that thing about it. The thing about it is with that, Bruce, he can dominate rec ball. Because think about it, look at the rec teams.
Mm-hmm.
You got 9 times out of 10, you got 1 or 2 of the best players, and you got 5 or 6, probably 4 or 5 other kids that ain't real good.
Right.
That's why you see games, you see kids scoring 33 out of 35 points.
Right.
But he's a superstar. Oh, well, now you go to middle school. All right. I mean, pretty much the same thing. But then when you get on the high school level, it ain't the same. Or when you go to playing AAU basketball,
Summer.
now you go to and you're in the 7th grade, and now you got to go to the battleground and see them kids from each one teach one that's dunking. I mean,
real spit, as they say.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Now you got to go see them. Now you don't look. Now you ain't standing out.
Don't look so.
Yeah, now it's the coach fault.
Right. Right.
So,
hey, it's
work,
yeah,
man. Just got to work, man.
But here's the thing, right? So I was coming over to you guys' game at McKeitron, and as I was walking up, the coach and a parent was in a heated argument about to fight each other, right? About playing time. And that's what the whole fight was about, was the argument was about playing time. And like when I say they were about to fight each other, like cops was out there, like they're all out there. And it's apparently this guy wasn't the head coach, the normal head coach. I guess the coach was somewhere else. And so he was like, well, you talking to me like that, but when the other coach don't play your son, you don't say nothing to him. So why are you talking to me? But so it's not something that's specific to this area. It's across the board, right? And I just think the emotions get into understanding what it is, because I'm sure we all have the conversation before the season starts. Hey, this is what's going to happen. This is how playing time is determined. All of these things, right? And all the parents are on board. Yeah. Until you get to a game, and then your child isn't getting as much playing time as you think they're supposed to. Now it turns into a whole different situation. Well, if you go back to our initial parent meeting, I already told you what the deal was. So
My thing with that is I had to have a conversation with a parent last year, and she wasn't pleased with our son not playing as much. And I told her it's not about your son,
right?
It's about the team.
Yep.
And I told her, if you feel that it's about your son, then maybe you need to get on the swim team. Maybe you need to go play golf.
Oh, golf, yeah.
Maybe you need to go play tennis, where he out there by himself and he dictates how much he plays.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're playing team-oriented sport, if he ain't doing what he's supposed to do, then he ain't gonna play. I mean, he ain't gonna play. That's if you don't work, you don't get a check.
Right.
And sometimes I don't understand what people don't understand, and they see AAU as, well, I'm paying X amount of dollars, and I think he should at least get this amount of playing time. Well, I mean, we gave you the fees. We didn't ask you to pay it. You had a chance to say no.
Right.
So I think
and more importantly, hold on, Charles, real quick. Don't forget your thought. And more importantly, we break the fees up. So if you don't like the way it's going,
I mean, hey, they non-refundable. That's also in your letter.
Yeah. So I think it's this, man. I think and I'm gonna speak for the younger group, right? So probably 8th and down, and maybe I won't say our 8th grade group because they've been going. I'll say our 7th grade group and down. Those are probably the most freshly ones. It will show how much work you're doing in the off season. It will show, right? So it's one of those things where you can't expect to come to practice and say, hey, I'm gonna and blow, and you playing behind 2 great bigs or 2 great point guards or 2, whatever the case may be, and they working. That kid's working. I can't take nothing away from that kid because he's working and he's getting it done on the court. So I can't take nothing away from that kid. I won't.
I say this about them putting in the work. Parents, when they talk about putting in the work, it ain't just taking your kid and dropping them off. And you don't know what's going on.
True.
Yeah.
So if you taking your kid and you dropping them off for 2 hours and you going to Target and you come back and his trainer say, man, whoo, we really worked today. And then he get to the game and he kicking the ball out of bounds. And then, I mean, who are you blaming? You looking at the coach like, well, he ain't played but 4 minutes. Well, he kicked the ball out 33 times.
So
I mean, am I lying? Am I missing something?
no, it's yeah. But no, I think it's one of those things.
Just think about something that was said earlier in the show. That's all.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna use big waist. Oh, not big waist, but little waist. Y'all, people have to understand the sacrifices that his parents made for him to be where he's at. So, and that's not just during AAU. Sacrifices have to be made.
Say it again, Charles.
Parents have to make sacrifices for their kids to progress in the sport. It's just, it is what it is. I don't care if it's playing piano, violin. Sacrifices are going to have to be made for them to be productive in whatever it is they're trying to do. So, and I'm gonna lead that. I'm gonna lead that. Also, mandatory play in the rec creates a sense of entitlement. Knowing, not intentional, but it's what people get used to.
Hey,
you hit that one on the head.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this: when I coach rec ball, now they tell you got to play on 2 quarters, but you don't come to practice. You ain't playing but a quarter now. I went with that to my mandatory. You mandatory to play.
Tell you was writing them kids up and turning their names in.
Oh yeah, turning them in. It's my mandatory. You mandatory to play. What you ain't mandatory to play 2 quarters? You ain't going to you ain't going to practice. All right. We're gonna fix you.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it, homeboy. I mean, like you said, Lil Waste, workaholic, and like you say, Big Waste and his wife sacrificed a ton, man. Look. I told you, Pooh, no, I ain't lying. And, they sacrificed a whole bunch, man, for Lil Waste to put in that work and stay in the gym, this, that, and the other. I mean, Cam Perkins. Think about it. His parents sacrificed a whole bunch of time. It ain't just them. Them too. It's a whole lot of kids. But, I mean, them that I know is sacrificing, a lot. But for them to do what they're supposed to do, man. And I mean, everybody see the game stuff, and they don't see the work that they put in.
Well, and that's the thing, right? So I think you just hit it on the head right there, Ty. Everybody see the game. Everybody see the after the game, the exposure that these kids are getting. So of course, I want my child to get that exposure.
Right.
Like you just said, you don't see all the behind the scenes work. I swear, every gym that I go to, Cam Perkins is probably in there working. Had been there doing something, gets out of school, goes and lifts. He's on the weights, then he's going to training, and he's he's everywhere trying to get better.
The kids battle tested, man.
And not to single him out, right? And not to single him out or any of those things. But when I think of an example, when I look at my son and where I'm trying to get him to, I can use Cam Perkins as an example, just based on how, and shout out to his parents and his team, his support system, but how they work to allow him, they set a goal and everybody's in accord to get him to whatever his goal is. And you can obviously see that.
But he's putting it on the floor as well.
Yes.
And that's what I think is more of a misconception of anything, that he's putting it on the floor as well.
Yeah.
But now I don't know who I'm gonna get for AJ. I don't know if he want to rap. I don't know if he want to play baseball, soccer, football, basketball. I don't know what he want to do. I don't know which way to send him. I don't know if I send him to training, whether he gonna get to fighting or what. I don't know what to do with it, man.
Hey man, you let AJ figure it out.
You
let AJ figure it out.
Oh man, that I don't know, man. But yeah, man, that kid, man, like you say, man, not to single him out, but he's battle tested, man, and I don't know, man. I mean, you got, salute, man. You got a bunch of kids that's in the gym every day, man, like that, getting it done.
Well, let's kind of go back on that. Like the point you brought up earlier, I think is a good point as well. Parents, be involved. Don't just drop them off and go.
Don't just drop them off and
are they working on something or are they just in the gym?
Right.
I mean, don't say they in the gym and they ain't working on nothing.
And then don't go back to pick them up after you left Target. I told you, left Target or Walmart. When they got the TVs on sale and all that stuff.
No trainer should have a problem with you sitting in the gym watching your kid train.
Nah, I can't say that because I don't know the rules with these trainers. Nah, I don't know.
I would say if I'm taking my kid to a trainer for the first or second time, I'm staying in the gym. I ain't gonna drop them off and go.
Well, how the parents drop the kids off at practice and they ain't allowed in practice?
Well, that's different. We ain't talking about training. We're talking about practice.
I think you can. I think you can.
Damn, Charles, where you come from? That joke just showed up.
I think you can drop your kid off at training and come back. So, but wait, let me finish.
Oh, okay.
So once you when initially no, but once you and your child have learned and been with a good trainer, and they understand how to work in training, you can drop them off and go.
Oh no, I'm with you.
I'm with you, but I'm saying.
I'm with you on that. But what I'm saying is you got to understand who that trainer is first.
Yeah. So if it's my first time, if it's my first time with the trainer, I'm gonna stay. But
what if you're not allowed in the gym?
Well, I ain't got no choice. I mean, I ain't got no choice but to leave.
For a trainer?
Allowed in the gym.
For a trainer, man, you don't know what these folks COVID protocol. Well, I mean,
you don't. That could be a thing. You got a point. But at that point, hopefully, I got established trust at that already.
I gotta see something.
Well, I can tell you this: at Hype South Skills Lab, if when I could drop them off, they ain't worried about nothing.
Well, there you go. You right. Co-sign that all day. Shout out to Carnet.
What did he say? He said, y'all aren't singling Cam out. He singles himself out with that work. Everyone sees it.
Hey, 100%. You're right, Bruce.
Everyone don't see it. Don't believe that, Bruce.
No. Everybody sees it. Now, who wants to acknowledge it is two different things.
Well, you got a point though.
Yeah, everybody sees it. That's undeniable. You can't deny what he's doing right now.
I know the kid battle test. I can tell you that.
Cam, he's 14, right?
He's 14. True 14.
17, you?
True 14.
Yeah, I'm a true 40. Ready.
All I'm saying is his kid. The man say he a true 40. All I'm saying is his kid battle tested, man. You talking RJ Nord. You talking
James
you
White.
talking James White. You talking the freshman from Norcross that just got the offers from Alabama, I want to say.
Yeah, he was tough. Long. He battle tested now. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you going to get your TJ Grants, your Trey Grains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HB Morgan, D'Angelo Hines. The Andrew McConnells at Lanier.
Oh, Andrew McConnell. Yeah.
I mean, this kid has held his own against.
Right.
So coaches, get them schedules right. Get them schedules right. I want to see them schedules. When did y'all schedules come out? Speaking of schedule, I know y'all probably already working on it.
I don't know, man. Coach you know Coach Garman, man, working on the schedule.
I know y'all already working on them.
Yeah, we are. Actually, we looking for 7 teams. Let me.
For the Screaming Demon, ain't it?
Yeah, for the Screaming Demon.
17. See, hey, I told you I've been working on my transition.
Hey, I know what color be in there, huh?
Oh,
Hoko.
The Screaming Demon.
I don't know. I hope Coach Buddy in there. I hope he listening to. I hope Coach Buddy.
Coach Buddy.
Got Coach Buddy 2 times.
Shout out to Coach Buddy.
Shout out to Coach Buddy.
Shout out to Coach Buddy.
Oh,
they Coach Buddy. Y'all can't be.
Oh, the PG from Cedar Shows. Cedar Shows. Yeah, that little.
Yeah. You right, Cubby Lee.
That little joker was fat. That and what is that kid name? I can't think of his name. But that little joker was a tough one now. That little joker was quick. He was tough.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Bruce said he was about to pull a waist and post 3 in a row. Questions.
Oh. Bruce Wasey still looking for you too.
Still real, Bruce.
Oh man.
Hey, but yeah. So I'm sure Hoko will be in that this year.
Coach Buddy, man. I'm happy for Coach Buddy, man. I think Coach Buddy deserves it. Coach Buddy does a great job. Coach Buddy knows his X's and O's. I think Coach Buddy gonna get it. Gonna get the ship rolling over there. I said ship. Now I said ship. Ship. Yeah. I didn't cuss. I said ship rolling over there.
With the P.
With the P. Not a T.
With the P.
Yeah, man. I think gonna do a good job, man. I'll tell you, man, see some good things this weekend.
Real quick, man. Shout out to your mom too.
My mama?
Yeah.
Man,
she keeps it 1G. Shout out.
Man, my mom for the hit yesterday.
Yeah. She told me that we can hit. I need to touch up on my skills anyway. But she said, I'm the grandma to all these kids in here. Shout out to
Oh man. Hey, Cubby Lee said we need Buddy on the show. We tried, but his Wi-Fi ain't working.
Yeah, but Buddy, we got to. I mean, not Buddy, but Cubby Lee, we got to see about Buddy's Wi-Fi. See if he if Buddy put that aluminum foil on the rabbit ears.
If he go to the McDonald's where they got that free Wi-Fi, he might be able to jump on for me.
Yeah, and order Bud a 20-piece nugget in there so he can
and a coffee.
Yeah.
Man, he can't do it at McDonald's. You can see people in the background walking by with bonnets on and
with what McDonald's you go to? With bonnets on.
What did he say? Bonnets.
Man, that dude say he went to a McDonald's, had a bonnet, or somebody had a bonnet on.
I say walking in the back of the show in his background with bonnets on. You can't go.
And like Samuel L. Jackson and them in KFC and school day.
Give me a 3-piece white.
Where you got white? You go white or dark?
White or dark? White.
Where you got white?
Why you ask? Joseph, then why you ask?
All right, people.
All right, man. Oh, we getting to that time.
Yeah, Charles transitioning out, people. If you got any final comments, go ahead and put them in there now, back to back, Bruce.
So last week, I guess I just ended the show unknowingly.
Nah, Charles, man, I had people ask me like, man, y'all, this joker just turned it off. I said, yeah, that joker went crazy.
I thought everybody said what they had to say. I was like, all right,
this man didn't even think the sponsors or nobody. You know, the sponsors
Charles
called.
was like, bloop.
Hey, Charles, you know the sponsors called in, want to know why they wouldn't think. No, they watch like hey, so why you didn't think us at the end of the show? I say, hey, man, listen, I ain't at the control panel.
Yeah.
That was my bad. I think we had just got back from Atlanta. Boy, that day I was tired.
Hey, Tat, you know what Charles was on?
I was tired.
He was on that jerk chicken.
Y'all boy love that jerk chicken. Y'all boy love that jerk chicken, boy.
Charles, that jerk chicken was hitting, wasn't it?
It was, man. That juicy jerk, boy.
Hey, where's that at?
Bro, that juicy
That's
jerk.
right next to where the camp was at.
For real?
Yeah, right down the street from Isis. Is that Memorial?
Memorial, yeah, right on Memorial Drive. Yeah,
Memorial
buddy.
Drive, yeah. That juicy jerk.
I ain't seen that from Dr. Love. Now he must don't know we on.
Oh, you know, he might own. He must not.
Yeah,
We got to get going a little bit.
yeah, blast that out. We're gonna be on Wednesdays for the entire summer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Probably all the way up until June.
July.
July.
Sorry about that. July.
Yeah, July. At least July.
Yeah, so catch us on Wednesday, people.
Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
Hey, Tat, when you on that tournament?
Well, our next tournament ain't till April 9th. The week of April 9th, we're gonna go up there on the radar. I think Sean's gonna be at Lake Point, so we're gonna go up. We're gonna go up there. Got to go down to Fort Walton Beach for a cheer competition this week.
Cheer that.
Spirit fingers.
Yeah, tell me about
it. Spirit
You got to
fingers.
do that in the gym.
Let me tell you, they bought me a wallet. I mean, they bought me a T-shirt one time. To my only thing, cheer dad. The only thing he flipping his wallet. And I had to wear that. I had to wear that. I started wearing that shirt.
Hey, Kristen, if you got a picture of him in that shirt, shoot it to us.
You know what I told him? How y'all know I can't flip? Only thing flipping his wallet. Out of here, man. Cheer competition.
All right. That's what's up.
6 hours for 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Hey, man, it's like that sometimes. It's like that, brother.
But I don't
know what Buddy just told me. I don't know if he talking about the Wi-Fi or what he said took care of it.
Must be the Wi-Fi. Or is he talking about the Screaming Demon?
I don't know. He might be talking about the Wi-Fi. But he got a new job, got new Wi-Fi.
Hey, he negotiated that in the contract.
He ain't lying. Hey, listen, I'll take over, y'all. Get me some more Wi-Fi now. More Wi-Fi.
That's gonna help me watch film.
I'm gonna tell Buddy y'all on him bad, boy. I sure hope he go watch it too. Y'all gonna swear that with me now. Y'all hear these jokers on Buddy like that. I ain't saying nothing. But Buddy got new Wi-Fi, man. Buddy good. These jokers right here on Buddy like that. I'm on Buddy's side. I mean, he got the Wi-Fi fixed. Even though he negotiated this and other, he got the Wi-Fi fixed. He got rid of the rabbit ears. So the Ken and Charles, but them jokers so dirty, boy.
Hey, no, I'm out of that.
How you out of that? You said it.
Hey, that's y'all. I ain't said nothing.
So,
I said
now,
nothing.
and how you gonna say that, y'all?
You were thinking that.
I've been sitting here quiet the whole time.
Oh man, there
Nope.
y'all go.
No, the whole time.
No,
That's-
initially you said how we gonna have him on here because he's gonna be in McDonald's with the
Yeah, people walking with Bunny.
Y'all say he gonna be at McDonald's. I just said with the people walking behind him with bonnets on.
And I ain't say nothing. That was you in it.
I ain't
Look,
said
look,
nothing
hey.
about I ain't said
Hey,
nothing about
hey.
McDonald's.
Hey, look at Cover Lee come back up. Yeah. Cover Lee, I'm just telling you, that what I heard. I heard they sent the Geek Squad over there and everything.
They was on the roof.
Yeah, on the roof.
Poor guy.
They put him a dish up there like Direct TV. Put him one of them NASA. Put one of them NASA things up there, man.
Yeah, him a NASA router.
Yeah, boy.
Oh man, we might have to make a call to Buddy.
Buddy, if you listen late, these boys on your Wi-Fi bad, buddy.
Hey, but I ain't said nothing about your Wi-Fi. Your Wi-Fi.
Nah, man, we appreciate your Wi-Fi, buddy.
Your Wi-Fi.
How you appreciate it?
Buddy's Wi-Fi has been a subject on this show a few times.
Well, we need to see if it works.
There we go. So we need to schedule Buddy to come on next week.
We need to schedule the newly head coach at Houston County High School.
He said they were the only one with 5G. The 5G.
5G what?
Wi-Fi.
That 5G Wi-Fi.
Yeah. If Buddy got 5G, then he need 12G.
Man, y'all chill, man. Get off Buddy.
Get out my boy Buddy, man. I leave my boy Buddy alone, man. My boy. Oh, my show Bud see y'all get on his Wi-Fi. He gonna get y'all, man. Buddy gonna get y'all by the Wi-Fi, bro.
Hey. Oh man.
Hey,
Dr.
Dr.
Love.
No. I didn't get one. Bud's got one. I didn't get one. Bud picked up a tech this weekend. I didn't get one.
No.
Oh, Dr. Love, here, boy. Doc, what's up? Doc, you tuned in late, then?
Hey, we about to. You already know how I am, Dr. Love. We about to end this thing.
Man, I want to talk to Dr. Love, man. Dr. Love came in late. We got to have a conversation with Dr. Love.
Hey.
All right. Hey, hold on.
Hey, Dr. Love, we're gonna have to. Oh, this is hey, Charles. What it
Ain't no telling what's gonna happen when he get back.
He went to go get some chips. Hey. Look. Damn, I was about to say something. Dr. Love. What about Dr. Love?
Oh, Dr. Love said he had to cook. We called Dr. Love too early. Dr. Love like the 8 o'clock show, man.
Yeah.
Dr. Love like the 8 o'clock show, man.
Nah, it's all good.
It's all good. Hey, catch us on Wednesday, 7:30, Dr. Love. That's our
Oh,
time.
this is a segue for you, Charles.
Yeah, Charles, go on, get like the kids say, get in there.
Yeah, Dr. Love couldn't catch the show at 7:30, but he has an opportunity to go back in.
Yeah, you can listen to us on the go via Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts.
As well as watching a replay of the show
On YouTube.
There
You
you
got it. Yeah. Or Facebook.
or Facebook and Twitter.
Or Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
you're everywhere.
Actually,
Yeah,
there's two Facebook channels you can go to and watch it. One Robbins All Stars basketball team or Off the Dribble Media Network. Hype South Media Network.
Join us.
Talk about it.
So
All right, man. I'm about to get out of here. What about you guys?
No, I think I'm gonna stick around and talk to Dr. Love, man. Dr. Love. What you cook, Doc?
I'm
Hey,
about
Doc,
to go.
can you send chat your phone number so y'all can text back and forth?
Dr. Love already cooked and ate. I need to eat.
Charles, you were eating chips when we first got on.
That was a snack. That was a snack. That was the goal. Yeah. All good, man.
Yeah. I'm about to go get some tacos.
Taco today, Wednesday.
Taco Wednesday.
Taco Tuesday.
You never heard of Taco Wednesday?
Nah, I ain't never heard of Taco Wednesday.
It go with Tequila Wednesday.
I heard of Wings Wednesday.
Wings Wednesday.
Wings Wednesday. Yeah. Well, it's Taco Wednesday too.
Whew, all right. I ain't eating no cookout. I know that. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. If the Joe bring me some cookout, man, I swear I'm swinging. I ain't playing. I'm tired of that. I'm tired. I'm gonna get tired of every time you turn around, somebody some cookout. No, I'm tired of that, man. I ain't eating that. I ain't eating that no more. No, I ain't no. I hope all of them close. My bad. My bad. My bad, dog. My bad.
Hey, KP. Who asked him about the cookout?
Hey, Tap snapped out for a minute, didn't he?
That's my bad, man. All the cookout, man. Everybody turn around, children. Hey, can we go to cookout? No.
Hey,
No.
I ain't gonna lie. What is that little cherry Coke they got?
Man.
I forget the name of that drink.
They
But
got a
they just
good
like
grilled chicken sandwich.
Only thing I really like is that drink. It's like a cherry something. I can't
Bro,
think of
I
the name
am
of it.
tired. I'm tired of cooking. Man, I am tired. Now they eat cookout. They eat cookout more than chicken.
Yeah, that's rough, bro. I eat chicken every day.
And I'm
But Tad, you a Crystals guy, ain't you?
I like Crystals, but I ain't eating no cookout. I'm tired of cookout, man. And I think when they go to cookout, I'm going to Crystals. That's it. I'm going to Crystals, man. I ain't studying that, man. I can't eat no cookout, man. Oh, they close cookout. They need to close all of them, too. Tired of cookout, man. Every time you turn around, oh, we going to cookout. We going to cookout. Yeah, cookout. Have a cookout.
He said, "Have a cookout."
Yeah, man, have a cookout, man. Eat some ribs or something, man. Y'all eat some man. Woo. Children of mine, boy.
Yeah, kids like what they like.
Tad,
Yeah.
Charles, where you at this weekend, man?
We'll be in Tennessee, Chattanooga. Forget the name of the town. NGS Battle Valley.
Man, we glad you ain't in Gatlinburg, but I seen a video today, boy, about a bear was eating a bear attacked a hog. Oh wow.
I believe it's very mountainous. I just do want to say
Man,
a lot of mountains up there.
That fool tried to drag him up the hill, man. He wasn't hearing that though. I do fight good too, boy.
Yeah. That's what we get. Well,
Right.
Battle in the Valley. I just got a text.
Yeah, I just got something too from the COVID rules.
See that? See what I'm talking about? Y'all talking about, man, I go to training. I'm going in, my child. What if they got COVID rules?
With his mask up.
Yeah. I mean, they got COVID. I ain't type person. I ain't finna argue with nobody about no COVID rules. That's their rules. I'm on,
Okay, but what if your child come home dribbling off his feet in the game?
Well, here's the thing. I'm a basketball dad, so I can teach as well.
Okay, you're back. Michael Jordan was one of the greatest players in the world. His son wasn't good.
I wasn't the greatest person. I wasn't the greatest player in the world.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying.
Well, I know I got what you're saying, but I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, for now, during these times, I know enough to keep them steady.
No,
That's all
okay,
I'm saying.
okay, Charles, just mess with. I'll see if I can keep you talking.
Yeah, you got me. Come on.
You know what this brings me back to? Bringing up Michael Jordan back to when I used to play ball.
Hey man, hey, kill it, man. If
We
you
want to
cut it,
thank our viewers. We want to thank our viewers, our sponsors, Happy
Back when I
Hydro,
was playing ball, man.
KPB.
It was a time.
the crib.
What did it say? The best of times, the worst of times.
Yeah.
I was a hooper. I was a center to win it, man.
The crib,
what
man.
I had to do
Dr. Love
Listen,
already told you the crib. You
My wife said, "Get your ass off the show."
she text you that?
She sure did.
My phone just went off too.
Hey, she standing in front of him. Child. Hey, Tat, she's standing in front of him,
Oh, for real?
mouthing it to him. I see the shadow.
That ain't hold her hand up, is it?
I do.
Hey man, hey, go on and close it out, man. For Charvin to get Ike Turner over there.
Charles, you ain't got no cake over there, do you?
He ain't lying. Charvin to get Ike Turner over there, man. Go on and close it out, man, because Charvin. We sorry.
Hey, we out here. Hey, so viewers, we appreciate you guys tuning in, rocking with us on a Wednesday. Like we said, we'll be going through Wednesdays for the next. Oh, they're going to comment.
Oh, why so loud? What? Why so loud? What? Okay, Memo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, we on show like number 90. That's my wife's first time ever responded.
See, you know you.
She's like, don't lie on me.
Yeah.
She would clear up all lies.
Yeah, don't lie on me.
Thank you, Memo.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But viewers, again, we appreciate you guys rocking with us on a Wednesday. We'll be going through Wednesdays for the rest of the summer, at least through July. So tune in, lock in, look out for our advertisements on social media. As always, we appreciate all our sponsors. Charles, you got we already did the plug for the replays and the podcasts, right? And then we're gonna be in other places. So just follow the page, follow the Off the Dribble Hype South Media Network page on Facebook, like it. What else I'm missing, guys?
My lights.
My lights.
Check out My Lights. If you watch the beginning of the show, Charles does a very good introduction for My Lights. It's pretty good.
That's
It's
major.
professional as hell too. Yeah.
That's major.
Check out That's Major.
Build your brand.
Build Your Brand podcast is coming on. Check out all the videographers and camera folks. We got Cubby Lee, Jade, Ball So Hard Fam, Mr. Wasey himself, everything that he's doing with Hype South on the movement. Just check us out, man. We everywhere and everywhere. So it's all about the kids, man. No egos. So
Unless you make me mad.
unless you make you mad and then Tat want to hit. So you know how that go. Tat or Wasey wants to hit. So we're gonna say that though.
Can't waste it, boy.
Hey, without further ado, man, Charles, Tat, y'all got anything else?
No, man, appreciate you. Appreciate all the viewers, man, for watching and chiming in comments and everything, man. Really do appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all support. Charles, what you got?
Like Tat said, man, appreciate the viewers, man. Viewers, please stay tuned. There's probably gonna be a lot of stuff that we're gonna be doing. So just stay tuned. Follow, make sure, like KP said, make sure you follow us on Twitter, IG, and Instagram and YouTube. For that information, it will be out, and that's where you can find us. That's all I got.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, we appreciate Chris Cameron, Cam Sports, coming on for everything he got going on. A lot of good information that he's putting out and events that he's putting on. So follow us, you'll know about it as well as everything else is going on. So be able to help your kid. Other than that, 1, 2, 3, we out. Peace.